Everything we do it out back. Backyard, half-charred ribs on a rack. Back road running, getting dirty on the track. Backwoods gunning, hitting birdies by the pack. Everywhere we go to the back. Backyard bar, serving jars full of batch. Back under the moon with the tailgate back. In the back of the saloon where the jukebox sat.
Backs are on the track and we tilting back. We out behind the exit and drinking beer with the lax. We up in Nashville, you better tell the haters relax. So we can get a little wild, crack a bottle of Jack. But I ain't about that, I just wanna kick it with the women. Blow a little smoke and if they like it then I'm with it. Till the gang up in the Staten Hang, they want it, come and get it. Cause we out here making friends and we still living independent.
Like the declaration that we live by. It's a celebration, let the flag fly. Bring your kids, even your mama and them. Hobie rubbing the ribs, throwing the smoke till we swim. Floating the river of friends, at it again. Somebody give me the gym, Cali and Tennessee getting it in. Drinking, eating, yell until we drunk and full as hell, man. So we'll be chilling where the cow's at. If that's a problem for you, we can take it out back.
We do it out back. Backyard, half-charred ribs on a rack. Back road running, getting dirty on the track. Backwoods gunning, hitting birdies by the pack. Everywhere we go to the back. Backyard bar, serving jars full of batch. Back under the moon with the tailgate back. In the back of the saloon where the jukebox sat.
All right, how's it, race fans? You got FRB coming to you live from the 805. I'm Chris Paul Hamus, and welcome to Front Row Esports in their 2025 Quest for the Cup. And we got, of course, we got Iowa, so we're downshifting just a little bit today here, everyone. And I think it's going to be awesome. I really do. Wide, short track, lots of abilities to get your race on 2, 3, hopefully not 4 wide. Fingers crossed on that one. But again, this track has a dynamic to it that it's fast, it's agile, it's slippery. It is super slippery. Get a little too much wheel on exit, and that car's coming around. So these guys got a lot to fight with tonight, and man, I'm stoked for it. But of course, all this brought to you by Mosa Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink. We got Raptor Race Graphics on board, and then of course, all this brought to you by the Starlane. Yes, thank you for the great picture. And let's hope we get another great one here this evening. So, I don't know if y'all been tuning in the last couple races, man, but it has been a, nasty storm out there. I mean, it really has been just tremendous amounts of cautions, beat up race cars, guys just crawling across the checkered line at the end. I mean, oh, God, I'm really hoping, again, fingers crossed again, that we are going to have ourselves a really good race tonight here. Again, downshifting, wide track, a little bit, tighter, of course, and normally it means, I'm not even going to say it, but man, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in for tonight's race here. Let's go and see what Iowa has to offer and what our program's all about this evening. All right, let's start up with the track map, and let's grab a gander at old Iowa Speedway here. Again, location, 333, all the way 3s here, 4 of a kind, Rusty Wallace Drive, Newton, Iowa. You're saying opened September 15th, 2006. This is a millennial track right here, everyone. How about that? 1.3 D-shaped oval. All right, so the 1.3, that is a decent sized short track right there. These guys are going to have the ability to keep these cars up to speed. Have to will them, slow them in the corners, center, let that thing roll. Be patient with the car, let it hook up and power out. I mean, that is going to be and of course momentum. Not nearly as bad as what we've seen last week on momentum, but still very necessary in tonight's race here. Looking at our turns here, 12 and 14 degrees, and you're going to be seeing that your degrees on banking, very tricky here. For 4 degrees on the back stretch, 10 degrees on the front stretch. You're going to have a little more bite on exit out, which will allow you to come in, out of that thing hotter, of course, but you're going to have a lot of wheel on that thing as well. So look for these guys to be loose off exit on 4, sliding down across into the infield, trying to keep it off that inside wall and hopefully not destroy the car. Same thing, we're gonna have a hook nasty out of 2. So look for that exit out of 2 for these cars to be stepping out sideways. All right, so let's look at our stages tonight, see what we have in the playbook here. All right, 275 laps for this evening's race. Stage 1, lap 40. Stage 2, lap 110. Stage 3 is going to be 165 laps. See what these boys got in their haulers here, what they brought to the race. We have open setups. It's a run what you brung, and 1 backup car in the hauler. 4 sets of tires, fuel allocated to 75%. You're looking at a pit window 80 to 90 laps-ish. So, again, never quote me there directly on that, but I think that's somewhere what we're going to be looking at. Let's check out our points here this evening. We got Dylan Banks still leading the way. Chris Carroll in that second position. Kyle Wellman, third spot here. Fourth is going to go to Brian Zimmerman. And Carl Lindstrom rounding out the top 5, making some movement here, especially when it's needed. Come close to the round of 16, about ready to kick off. But you see all your drivers here lined up and in succession, and get to where the points where they're standing. Also, pay attention to that column. It'll say wins at the top. You look at them wins now. Look at Banks, 9 wins this season thus far. Wow. So can anyone stop this joker? I mean, seriously, right? Cake Eater is just getting his cake and eating it too right now. We got Chris Carroll, second, or he's got 2 wins there, and second in points. So let's see if he can try to muster up a little something for this evening's race and see if he can get himself one more win. So again, check out your driver's points. Put this joker on pause. Make sure you're giving your drivers their just dues as well. Kick them in the butt. They need to get going. Pat them on the back if they're up there. All right, let's check out the 2024 footage of last year. Yes, so 2024 footage coming at you right now. Then we'll be back here, discuss the track a little bit more, and then send us over.
Laps left remaining in tonight's race, folks. Chris Carroll leading the way. Ryan Rose sticking on. You try to get on his bumper there, put the pressure on him, but I don't think he can get there. Scott Healy, he just holding on there for that third place respectively, as you got Hunter Lagunas in the 4th spot, drifted pretty far back along with Dylan Banks. But right now, this is where it's at, folks. Chris Carroll in 99, Ryan Rose in the 58, 14 of Scott Healy. 1, 2, and 3. Ryan Rose has the best chance as we're 2 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Gonna go for the fish hole. If we can get that leader across that line one more time, who will be official, Kosh come out or not. Come on, mate. Here comes the 99. Crossing the line one more time. That's your race winner. And here he goes. Ryan Rose knows this is it. This is it. This is all for the Kessos. And now we can use maybe a lap car for the race pick. Really get there. He's there. I don't think he's going to have the power at the end. No, can't rotate off. Chris Carroll is going to be your race winner. Chris Carroll, Ryan Rose, and Scott Healy bringing her across the line. Here Wells, Lindstrom, Tyler Honeycutt, Kenneth Bartholomew. Look at our top 10 while we get some burnouts for a man right here. Oh, heck yeah. This, friends, is the Alan Quickie Polish lap right here. Chris Carroll, your race winner. Heck yeah, good job, man. That's classy right there. That's classy, folks. '99. And, well, he's tied for biggest mover. Scott Healy would have beat him if he would have got 3rd, but they tied for biggest movers. 99 and 14, both plus 15 positions. Ryan Rose started 2nd, or no, started 3rd and finished 2nd. So great run for Ryan Rose and bringing that thing back. Yeah! There's your race.
All right, welcome back, everyone. And as I knock things over like normal, but these are actually the trophies that are going down and making things happen for this evening. So, or for the season, this 2025. So you got course bankers here making himself well known in these trophies department here, as he's got a lot coming to him thus far. And actually, as you see, I don't know if you can see in the background, but yes, you can. Just ever so slightly, you see Drinks back there working hard right now, getting things done. Let me go see what percentage this thing is at, since we do have a moment. Okay, good. All right, so I got to flip over colors here in just a little bit for that guy. But that's going to be for the Chris Carroll trophy, one of his trophies that'll be going to him here soon. So looks like we are in queue, and looks like this race is almost ready to kick off. Super stoked. All right, so again, I'm going to drop us over to tonight's national anthem. And we are all about the US of A. Want to thank our troops and, of course, our frontline defenders. Thank you all for all the things you do to keep this country as great as it is. But, folks, we're going to go drop this over to our national anthem. We have a couple minutes until green flag, so stick with us. Green flag for stage 1 up next.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Country living on an old back road. Friday night is the place to go. You can call everybody you know. Yes, sir, let's rock and roll. Country living on the Friday nights. Gather round, won't be no fights. Everybody feeling mighty nice. Kick back, cause we're living right. Country living, that's all we know.
All right, everyone, welcome to Front Row Esports 2025 Cup Series here at Iowa. I'm Chris Paul Hamas, and of course, welcome to Green Flag. Here in just one moment, we are in qualifying, and of course, getting ready to get this field underway. So we get ourselves our 275 laps ahead of us this evening. There should be lots of fun here in the booth, and of course, for all you out there on track tonight, we are looking at Iowa, and again, short tracking, downshifting this evening when it comes to our speed on track, but the aggression is going to pick up tremendously as we are just waiting for everyone to spool up and get these cars fired up for the start of tonight's race. I'd like to thank everybody for taking a time off and coming over here and checking out the race for this evening. But of course, if you do get a moment, feel free to hit up that like and subscribe. Really do appreciate all the support, as it looks like our qualify is done and we are ready to go. All right. All right, 1 second here as I'm pulling up some results and see who's sitting on point. And surprise, surprise, we got the 48 of Dylan Banks sitting on point tonight. And we have the second position going to be Stephen Bird in the 26. Being outside pull there, 926. And Garrett Wiles, there he is in the and he's going to be in that third position. In 1 moment here as I'm kind of getting some things squared away and making sure we are good to go for tonight's race. I do hope all sound is coming through properly. Not sure. I think I'm a little bit of a glitch here in my system. But all in all, I believe we at least have and we're good to go there. All right, there we go. Okay. So Garrett Wiles in that third position. But first, let's back up. Dylan Banks in the 48 P1. Stephen Bird in the 26 second position. 926 Garrett Wiles. Third, Brian Zimmerman in the 28 fourth position. Rounding out your top 10, Daniel Best in that 10 machine. 4 car, Tanner Marr, 6th position. We're going to be looking at Larry Bell
in the 7th position. 8th is going to go to that 77 of Matt Jones. We got Danny Carpenter in the 70 car in the 9th position. The 72 of Daniel Rupik Jr. rounding out that top 10er. Very awesome here as we are getting, as it looks like we are having ourselves a little bit of a emergency going on here. If you might hear my phone going off in the background, we have been, California's been in a little bit of a crisis here of these earthquakes and, of course, tsunami threats. So, and I do live right here on the coast, so I do have to pay attention to that. But anyways, back to where we're at. If we do float away, I'll let you know. We got Steven Johnson in the 11 car, and he is, in the 1 car in the 11th position. 12th position to go to the 42 of Kyle Wellman. 83 of Carl Lindstrom, 13th position. Chummy Miller in the 14th position. Richard Jackson in the 53, 15th, 16th is going to 00 of Michael Reeves. 17th is going to be Tom Freitas in the 32, Matt Metler 18th, and that 79 you're going to see Bubbles. That is, where is he at? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I got to back that one up. There we go. So Chris Carroll, then Bubbles, sorry. Those guys are going to be starting toward the rear of the field. Terry Orr also going to be starting in that 21st position, and Riley Bennett. Oh, yeah, so Terry Orr is our caboose, and Riley Bennett will be out there in the back of the field. So we are getting ready to drop the green flag in tonight's race. Dylan Banks is our pole sitter and going to take us to green. All right, let's see if we can get some things squared away, as I'm looking forward to a green flag run-ins right now. Let's hope for a good start. So, last year's race, it was plagued with some cautions, lots of damaged cars. But this year, I don't know. Like I said, we've been kind of off our norm when it comes to front row esports. But we got a decent field in tonight's race. So, looking for basically a sizable split. Got 22 cars in tonight's race. Again, Banks leading, Bird, Garrett, all those guys going to have to challenge this dude right off the bat. Here we go. We're going to drop kick this pace car, and we're going to get this thing up to speed. All right, Banks bring us around.
Green flag, green flag.
And we're green all cons. Let's get some. 2025 Iowa underway. So Garrett in a different car this evening in that white machine just took a quick jump to second spot right there. Great start by him as we got everyone still trying to funnel around here, get to the bottom. We see some racing starting behind them and around that 7th, 8th position. Jones on the outside. You're going to be looking at Johnson behind him, and then Carpenter in the 70 car. He's going to be working that bottom line right now, trying to get underneath the 43. There we go. So far, second lap, everyone's still good to go, but we got lots of fights to be had as things start to get a little tight back here. Let's get back up to the middle of the field as we got still battle happening between the 43 and 70 car. Danny Carpenter and the 43. Now going to be 77 liking that outside. Try to get a little bit of a run. We got Steve Johnson starting about midfield right now, so that's good news for him. He likes to climb through the field as he'll start from the back, but now finding himself a run and getting up on the bumper of the 77 of Jones. But right now we do have Banks leading the way, Garrett following in right behind him, Stephen Bird, 3rd position now, Daniel Best up 1 into 4th, and we got Brian Zimmerman rounding out your top 5. Holding strong in that top 10 is going to be Mr. Tanner Barr. A little bit of a different looking machine here too. I like the color scheme here, black, white, and the purples, man, looking slick as he is finding himself solid in the top 10, liking where he's running. Everyone's single filed out. Now it's going to be about working your strategies and your tire wear. Getting us to that first stage in, which is at the end of 40. And we got, hold on, battles to be happening, 43 outside. Big time. Good drop to the bottom. That 70, he's handling that bottom lane and trying to get a good run off. He does. Finally clears the 43. And now it looks like
Looks as if the 77 of Jones is going to try to do the exact same thing, working that bottom line right now. But he does have a lot of company right behind him. The one car, Steven Johnson, super fast hot rod always, every single race. But now he's going to go door to door with that 43 of Larry Bell. Larry Bell now kind of falling back. The 77 is going to clear. You see, he's already got a little scrape to the fence there. You know, just getting his brush marks. So you see a couple of guys already got some scrapes on these things, but looks like everything's still pointing in the right direction as we got some forward movement. And now Johnson sees the open door on the bottom here. He's going to get into 43, kind of follow the 77. All down through. Now he's going to keep it real low. That's Steve Johnson is still trying to work this bottom line. Short entry in, work that center. He's going to clear that 43 up. 43 maybe seeing himself. I mean, again, some of these guys have longer run cars as opposed to short run cars. So get in this first stage, super crucial at this moment. Due to the fact, look and see what your car is going to do. How is your car going to react? And, what it's going to do. So the first 15, 20 laps of tonight's race is going to be critical for these guys. As we've seen, Bennett starting to pick up a little bit more with Daniel Best and Brian Zimmerman. Zimmerman maybe looking for some defense here. Tim was getting a good rock off right there and got him to his bumper. But he's starting to well and slow. Now we're also got to keep in mind, we're going to have that arrow to worry about as well. Trying to get some air on that nose. Keep that thing planted so you get that grip around the center. Don't plow tight and wash up the track. So far, I am impressed. These guys, I'm not going to joke, but after the last few races, I was going to expect us to be cautioned up, well into this. But right now, we're 10 in, 11 laps. These guys are still fighting some good battles here and some fights here, trying to keep their race pace up. We got Bubbles in the 27 starting from the rear of the field. They're going to have to march forward here. Lots of traffic, and he does have, looks as if that's a 32 of Tom Friedrich. Going to follow his run. That is. And we do have the 25 of Bennett under attack right now by the 32 of Tom. Tom's going to work himself a good bottom line right here, trying to get clear of the 25. He's clear up. Oh, and the 25 into the fence there. That's going to roll and slow up his progress. Got the 8 car now starting to barrel in. This is toward the rear of the field and try to work their way up. Check on Chris Carroll, of course. Without doubt, go to Chris Carroll. It's going to give you, something to write home about, as we got to find him side by side, trying to march his way upfield. The 72, that's Daniel Lupick Jr. on the outside of him. Loaded and slowed in. We see, 42 Kyle Wellman kind of pushing a little bit there. Got super close to the 72, but was able to maintain. Still, battles be happening. Cars starting to move forward and some starting to drift back. So again, this is what this stage one is going to be all about. See what your car has, where you need to make some adjustments, and how to make it faster. As you see Carroll moving up the field right now, biggest mover, 9 positions thus far. He is now in the top 10, 10th position here, looking at Matt Jones. And he's going to get, into the wall is what he's going to get right there. He plays for something big. I'm like, what was that? But he does. He's all clear up now. 77's working that higher line. And it looks as if the Carroll and Johnson show is going to start moving themselves forward already. So Carroll's up to the 1 car of Johnson, and I do believe he's going to try to get himself down on the bottom. He does. He's going to make quick work. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I thought he was going to make quick work, but no, he did not. No, he did. Finally clear here. He's going to drive it in. One thing, they're going to be patient, try to get back to his bumper, rotate off, and try to lose any more time on track than he has to. Thus far, this has been more or less the show of the race. Everyone else is single filed and separated out as we have Dylan Banks in the 48 leading the way. 926 Garrett Wiles holding strong behind him. Stephen Bird, same, they're all evenly gapped it seems. And then we have Brian Zimmerman in that 4th position. All these guys like really nicely, well, they're spaciously paced behind the leader at the moment. 4-car of Tanner Marr may be seeing himself some company here as we have Danny Carpenter in the 70 car trying to move on up. He's already up 2 positions, and he has some company behind him. Let's go to Chris Carroll's on board here, riding on the nose of Carroll as he's got her trying to gain. Carpenter, a bad dog right here trying to bite. Watch out now, watch out for her, watch out. No, Tanner, don't get bit now. Try to run from this junkyard dog right now. Banks doing the same. Holding himself good pace right now. Ooh, let's flip this over to Gap. There we go, that's better. Now we can see who's kind of gaining, who's coming and going. Now Garrett does seem to be holding-ish right under that 2nd mark. Bird, Ryan Zimmerman, all these guys, great runs for these guys thus far, but here comes, business is picking up. Carroll got himself freaking hot rod right now, man. Up 11 positions and going for more. You got Rupik Jr. here. Put it tight to his door, trying to slow his roll through. To no avail. 18's got himself a good little piece underneath him right now. He's gonna try to clear up. Clear up. Bad dog, no bone. Uh-oh, we got a caution out, and that is not for stage. So let's see, we have Terry Orr around, I believe, in the 54. Yep, 54. All right, let's check them all one out here. Oh, we got some contact defense. Looking at Terry Orr in the 54. To the outside here, you're going to have some Dunkin' Donuts trying to get himself a little dip. And let's see, we may see some contact here. Little help around. Oh, big time help around. Boom! Gets run over. Who was that guy? We got no number on him? Oh, so that's not him. That's not him. That's not him. No, it's not Mettler. So I'm not sure who that guy was. Nope. I don't know who that guy is. Who is the Dunkin' Donuts guy who has no number? Riley Bennett. See, there he is. Right. So let's go back, I guess, to the 54 of Terry Orr. And yeah, I don't know who that guy is. Yeah, I'm kind of lost. But, all right, so that was definitely a bump and run, something fierce. To Terry Orr, who is now spun around on his track, and bummer. Banks leading the way. First caution of the night, lap 26. Probably have a quick little shootout. See if there's going to be any kind of takers on the pit road. Doubtful. But we will have, again, see if those guys will flip the script up just a little bit. There we go. Maybe we might have some undercutters of the stage here. Pit 2 to go. Try to flip-flop their positions. Banks still large and in charge. So thus far, I mean, we've been pretty good, clean race, but we're going to get another chance to fire these guys off, and they're going to be on some, warm war tires. So this could be interesting on this restart. Well, let's go ahead and check over for any you latecomers to the program. Let's look over our stages this evening and can I give you a catch them up on what we have ahead of us. So 275 laps this evening's race. Stage 1, lap 40. Stage 2, 110. Stage 3 will be 165 laps. We're going to be looking at a format of course, open setup, 1 backup car, 4 sets of tires, 75% in the allocated fuel, and a pit window, I believe, of 80 to 90 laps. So we might see that green flag stop in that Stage 3. And, of course, got to give a shout out to our sponsors. Thank you to Moser Racing. If you ain't got some Moser gear, check them out. Incredible. Track racer, you need something to put your butt in and house all this gear. There you go. W Energy Drink, get yourself fired up as me, baby. Let's go! And then we got, of course, Raptor Race Graphics. I mean, if you're going to get a nice car out there to mess up, it better be done by Raptor Race Graphics. And, of course, Star Lang giving us his beautiful picture this evening. Fantastic. All right, we'll line back up once again. Looking for Banks to drop the hammer one more time. It's going to be a short shoot and scoot to Stage 1 end. Give us about 10 laps or so. Coming
Green.
And we're green. So watch for all these guys to fire off. See if we get any tire spinach. No, we do not. Good even starts through the field, but Bank gets a hell of a jump there. 926, Garrett going to follow right into line here, and the rest of these guys are going to start duking them out. Time to get some positions before the end of this thing. Positions means points, especially if you're in that top 10. We're seeing a big fight right now, and some hustle coming out, especially that 27, the 1, the 18. You're looking at Jones here. He's in the 11th position, and he's trying to get himself some points. See all these guys fighting right in front of him. Wow, we got himself the Duke slugfest, and the 4 car is in front of all of this right now. Carroll's underneath that 4 car. 4 car is high, a little bit in the fence. That's going to slow up that outside line. The 70 car, oh man, we got some big fight right here. 4 car, a little slow off his roll here, but the 1 car of Steve Johnson, he's there. 70 of Danny Carpenter has himself a fast hot rod, but it seems like he's kind of like pinned in traffic right now. We got a side-by-side battle between the 27 and 77 of Matt Jones. Jones holding in that bottom real tight like, but the 27 working that midline and trying to get that run off here. Gets around on the outside. Jones is out, getting to look like he's going to be under more attack by the 42 of Kyle Wellman. So watch out for these latecomers, and of course, trying to get those points. Need those points, and it's coming to the end of this thing. So you want to be in that 16. Around to 16 to start you off with. Finish the season strong. We got big fight, 3 wide. 4 car backing up. Tanner Marr having himself some issues, buddies. 27 of Under Laguna, so finds himself in line behind the 1 car, but we have more to be had here as we're looking at possible Kyle Wellman. That's right, Mad Dog. Watch out, you got Wild Man behind you. Mad Dog Dan and Wild Man Wellman. This does not seem like a good pair. All right, because someone's going to get bit. Oh, and that's going to be the dog. The dog gets himself the boot. Oh, whoa. And then he backs himself up. We got someone sideways. Oh, that's Johnson. That's the 1 car. Oh, saves it though. Caution out. Will this bring us to stage? Oh, man, we just back this one up because it's not even going to give us the title tell they click on, so we'll just do this here. Slow it down. Oh, no, there we go. So, right there. So, he gets hooked off, maybe? Oh, yeah, no, he just gets loose. Car snaps on him. He yanks it back. Great lockdown and save by that 1 car, Steve Johnson. Poor guy going to have to start from the back and at the end of stage 1, but he still has time to get there. So will this be a quick shootout? 2 laps and possibly. Yes. Okay, so I believe that we will have a quick 2-lap shootout to the end of stage 1. Well, thus far, this race is going a little bit faster than our others. Thank goodness. Some good battling out there, too. Great job, guys. Let's kind of look through the field, though, and see who might be where's. So, Carroll, yeah, he's moving up. Up now, 14 positions, top 5 before the end of stage 1. That's dropping the hammer, bro. All right? No joke. Daniel Best holding strong, though. Started 56 right now, but he's holding good in that top 10. Kyle Wellman up 5 spots. So he's inside that top 10, trying to get that money at the end of this thing. Get them points there. Danny Carpenter +1. Got Bubbles in the 27. He's in the top 10 right now. And we got Jones. Whoa, worked his way up because he was in that 11, 12 position. So again, every point is going to matter in this thing. As we should be coming to 2 to go. Yeah, so it'll be a 2-lap shootout. It'll be the end of 40. Yep. Yeah, so we're looking at just a quick 2-lapper, right? Oh, man. Hopes can be, and hopes and dreams can be won and lost in a matter of a moment. And this is only for stage points right here, too. Okay, so we're going to line them back up. The pace car should go lights out right now, and that should put us into 1 to go territory here. All right, yep, we're seeing the driver starting to separate here. We're going to leave the tower up so it gives us a really good accurate. Keeps us accurate on our laps. So Garrett's going to need to have himself one heck of a restart here. Put some pressure on that 48. Maybe make him slip up, steal that stage 1 win, and start putting this guy behind the 8 ball. But speaking of 8 ball, though, we got the Chris Carroll. He's putting drivers behind the 8 ball right now. He's just rocking and rolling through this thing. See if he can get up there that top 3 for the end of stage 1. That'd be awesome. All right, lights are out. We're going to go for another restart here. Again, quick, 2, short, and hopefully sweet laps.
Green flag.
We're green. 926. May got himself a little more of a jump here, but 48's gone. They're going to have battling side by side here. Going to try to get through. Carroll's underneath the 10. He's going to clear him. Sets his sights on the 10. Got Bubbles now. 8 car of Miller trying to throw it in there. Jones now backing up to 11th. Carpenter in the 10th. Banks still leading the way. Garrett hot on this tracks. We got Brian Zimmerman trying to stay in front of Chris Carroll. Oh man, Carroll going for another one. Steve Bird to the outside of him. Carroll likes his hot rod. He's bringing that 42 out right with them, and there is the flag for the end of stage 1. Dylan Banks is going to be your stage 1 victor. What a battle right there, though. That was awesome. Right. One moment here as we kind of go through. That was beautiful. All right. Let's get our points winners this evening. Stage 1, so Dylan Banks, winner. Stage 1, second's going to be 1960 Harry Wiles, 28 of Brian Zimmerman. Third, 18 of Chris Carroll. Fourth, fifth going to be Kyle Wellman, who is staying out. And then we got 6th, Stephen Bird, Daniel Best. 7th, Bubbles. 8th, Tom. 9th, and then I believe Johnson was rounding out your top 10, but I'm not sure. Could be Miller, but everyone just kind of flipped up on us real quick. So but we got Kyle Wellman staying out. This ought to be interesting. All right, we're going to take ourselves a quick break and be back here for stage 2 in just a moment.
Ben Richards, 35, married, one child, in medical crisis.
We need money for a doctor now.
Ben, watch yourself.
Employment status, blacklisted. But there's still a way out for you. It's the biggest show in the country.
Bloodlust is our birthright! Set it free! Welcome to the Running Man!
People on these games never come back.
I'm not trying to get myself killed, so kiss my ass twice.
Right there is why you can win this game. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days with the entire nation hunting you down. And get your family out of Slumside for good.
I'm gonna come back here and burn this building down. I promise.
That's the spirit.
This is America, goddammit! And we don't put up with no bullshit! Yes! Hunt him down! Stop filming me!
Have you ever wondered if this game is rigged?
Guess we'll find out.
You might be moving up too fast.
Hey, buddy. You're on Freebie.
You better run! I got a grenade!
Back at you.
I'm still here, you shit eaters. Hey, big boys!
Are you crazy?
All right, welcome back, everyone. Here we go. Stage 2, firing off. And we are live at Iowa Speedway. 2025 Cup Series is underway. We are now into stage 2, and we have Kyle Wellman staying out. So either he may have pit early, flipped it up, and now he's going to try to lead this thing and dump some dirty air and banks. And we got someone sideways. We got Tom in the 32. He's going to hold on to her. Yo! Big dog save right there. Because we got a battle for the race lead. 48 already underneath the 42. Here we go. 48 throws it in there, gets clear of the 42, and he's going to try to set sail and get away from him. Garrett Wells now next up, going to try to get in line and stay with that 48. As now he has that clean track to sail on by. And check out, Garrett Wells lined up something fierce. Well, at least we did. Carry a little more to the outside. Here comes the 42. Or I'm sorry, the 926 going to take the 42 on the outside. Good momentum by the 926. And the 28 is going to follow that open door. And he's going to put some pressure on the 42. Maybe pushing the 42 of Wildman Wellman down to 4th. See if he can hold on. Make this thing worth it. 10-car Daniel Best giving it all he got as he is following in suit here and driving up to the 42 of Kyle Wellman. So we'll see if that strategy for Wellman can pay off here at the end of stage 2 and put him right in position where he needs to be for stage 3. He seems to have himself a quick enough car to do so, but he's not getting that bite off that he's looking for as you see Daniel Best now rocking on his outside. Does get that mid lane line. A little feather there on exit, and he's gone. Got Carroll moving on up as well. now have 13 positions, 18th spot. Last year's race winner, can he get up there and put a stop to this 48 dominance in the 2025 season? Battles to be had here. We got 43. Oh, and let's go even further. It's getting tied up here, baby. Let's go. So 48 of Banks backing off. What has happened up here? So now we have the 28 of Brian Zimmerman all over the bumper of the 48 now, putting some mean pressure on him. Gets past Garrett Wiles. Look at Brian Zimmerman go, dude. Yeah, brother. Get some. Looking at this midline right here, get some good power out here so he can get this exit. He's got the exit. He needs to put a little more pressure to him. Drives it in. He's going to get to the side of him now. See if he can pinch him. Oh, no, he's gonna get tight. Runs up the track. Doesn't get the grip he needs, and a launch out of 4. He's going to keep the pressure on him, though. He likes his midline. But at the same token, here comes Garrett Wiles. He's closing in. And he likes the bottom line. We're running the similar line to what the 48's running. Maybe that 926 has something for that 48, but 28, yes, getting close. I just can't, it seems like his Achilles heels is going to be that exit out of 4, at least at the moment. He looks good through 1 and 2, gains on him here. Now he's going to bring the car down a little bit lower. He's getting plenty of grip to the nose. As Garrett Wiles is not. He is just smothered in air right now. Locked high and low. Ooh, 28 to the fence. He's going to have to get out of the throttle. He does. That's going to check him up. And that will, again, the more that these guys fight, the better it is for the 48s. And you know he's not. Now, this is tight. Battle for the race lead continues. Right on board with on the bumper here, bumper cam of Banks. Lets her roll nice and patient. Let these guys charge up on him, burn up their tires. That's what he's hoping for. Doing good work, staying real patient, having all this pressure all over him. 28 just can't seem to get up to his door anymore to put that tight pressure on him, giving him that exit. He needs to take the exit away from him to stall up this charge. 28 really likes this midline, though. He seems to be one of those cars running a little higher up than most. And here comes the 18. 18 want to get in on this one. 18 comes around the outside. Daniel Best, door to door. Right. Woo-hoo, close. 18. He's trying to get a hold of this outside line as well. Keeps the car off the wall. Towers got him. He go. 10 car, Daniel Best. Just got to try to hold suit here. But we have ourselves a really awesome battle for this top 5-ish right now. Staying tight on the leader, not letting him get away this time. Now Zimmerman falling off ever so slightly. Garrett just can't get that bite that he's looking for. Now he does. He gets right up on the bumper of the 28. Oh, move! Oh! 28 loose off. He's going to get underneath him now. Half the throttle back. Drag race cross start finish line. You may get it now. Negative. 28's going to challenge and rally back. Woo! Love that view. It's good. Directly on his outside. There he goes. Patience, man. That's what it takes. Working him an inch at a time. Finally gets by. And he cleared. We go to Carroll, though, in the 18. Now 15 positions in the 4th spot and still making ground. he can get up there to the leader, he may have himself a hot enough rod to put the challenge and the whip snap down that 48. Because he has gained all this time through traffic to get up to where I sit. So we'll look for him to see if he might be some of that cream that rises to the top. Oh, as we say that, 18 goes back to the bottom. He's going to get around the 28 quickly. Now moving him up into third. Continuing his march forward. All right, let's jam back to see what a couple other cats are up to. 53, Richard Jackson sitting in that 12th position. Let's see what kind of run he's going to have this evening. Harlan stable. Got Jones in that 11th position. Larry Bell, Danny Carpenter, and here comes, this is the cluster, you know what. And this is all led by Wildman Wellman. So Wellman stayed out and trying to, you know, again, make some magic happening out of this run. Don't know if he hit it maybe 2 laps early. I don't know. I don't know exactly what the strategy call was there. If he just stayed out on them old tires, I couldn't see that. 40-lap old tires, you know, pushing even further. But maybe. Then that was a short run. So I mean, half the the life of the tire, more or less. If they're you know, full fuel runs, well, actually the full fuel runs like in 110 laps with all fuel on board, not a 75% allocated. So all in all, he may have stayed out on them old tires because they weren't that old. Hold off some positions and get himself fired off with some tires in the pits for the final and last stage. Possibly. Johnson's looking low though. Woo! Battling back and forth, loving it. Crossover by 42, but he's gonna mosey onto the outside, and I believe Stephen Bird in the 26 is gonna follow him. I believe Bird may have got a little loose off there. Now we got the 70 of Danny Carpenter. Carpenter's showing some good speed out of his hot rod this evening too. Oh, Johnson loose off again. Loose off two. We've seen that already happen out of that one car, and was an impressive save. Really was. So he may have to throw a little more. Contact between 26 and 42. Right on board 26, Stephen Bird. 42 trying to clip them wings right now. If he does, spins them off. Bird's gonna have to take another run at it. Right now, great running by Front Row Esports. We've got some battles happening throughout the field. Oh my goodness, I see that somebody is loose and just destroyed themselves in the wall. That was Garrett in the 926. So we'll wind this back since we have time. The field seems to be separated out a little bit to see what happened here. So it was loose off as he was getting up into power right here. Oh man, he hooked that bump, and then now he's gonna stay in it, and then oh my goodness, the 10 car's life just flashed before his eyes. 926 took a hard hit to that outside wall, saves it off the inside wall, but we'll see if he can, you know, motor that thing to the end of stage 2. But he's gonna be a hurting unit, guaranteed. So Banks now. Banks now still holding on to that first place, but Chris Carroll now into that second position. And gaining. We got some lap traffic coming up ahead of us. See what kind of monkey wrench that's going to throw into the program. 28 is Zimmerman, though. Go, Zimmy. Holding on strong to that podium position, that third spot at the moment. And seems to be tracking nicely on the 18, not letting him go. So the 18 may have used up his stuff to get through the field, but it's putting him in just a phenomenal position for stage 3. You see he gets tight there on exit. He's going to push high. We got some fluctuation with our race leader right now. We have to check his blinker fluid when he comes in for his pits. But everyone's still lined up. We have battling happening between Richard Jackson and now Garrett Wiles. Garrett Wiles still falling back. Right on board, Garrett. Destroyed. Yeah, that thing is, that's, it's a root, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. He's got some big damage there, so possibly get it fixed, or he might opt to use his, his spare cars, in the hauler there. Possibly. In the third stage, everything's been pretty clean thus far. I hate to see that, though. I'm gonna knock on wood just in case here. All right, so I need to flip over some printer material. Give me a moment here, and I'll be back in just a second here as we have still a few more laps left remaining in stage 2. Stick with us.
Since time began, man has gazed at the stars and he has wondered, am I alone? So much talk of AI and big tech today. Virtual worlds, what are they going to look like? When will we get there? Well, folks, we're not going there. They are coming here. I would like you to meet Ares, the ultimate soldier. He's biblically strong, lightning fast, supremely intelligent. And if he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
You think you're in control of this? You're not. What are you?
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
Hang on!
A malfunctioning program who wants to live. Why is that? It's just a feeling. Fascinating.
Welcome back, everybody. We are still green here in stage 2, as you've seen there on your right-hand screen during our break. Appreciate everyone's patience there, but man, talk about, I just can't give myself enough to do throughout this race. Cameras, all this, flipping that, but we're also making trophies at the same time. How about that? Oh, we got a caution out at just in time. Oh, no. The 70 of Daniel Carpenter is around, and we've seen a couple cars here stacked up with them. Let's take a gander at what happened here. Okay, so we already knew the 42. He's already hurting. He's been struggling hard. So he's going to keep, now the 70 is going to throw this thing in there. He's going to, Oh, he's going to run up on the 42. 42's keeping him pretty tight there. That's going to be contact. 42's out of the gas now. Sideways. Oh, row. And then that's going to hook, line, and sinker him. And I'm smoking greater. Boom! Oh, no, not too terribly bad. He should be okay. He just kind of parked that thing up there to the exit of 2. But that'll bring him down. You see everyone just kind of dive down, miss these dudes, and make it happen. 70 around and holding. Wow. All right, so what is this going to do to our run in stage 2? Peculiar. So, I mean, we've got ourselves, let's do some math here real quick. 22 laps, right? Yeah. Ish. By the time we get back green, it'll be 20 laps left to go in stage 2. Carroll's in that second position. Everyone's on some worn tires. A lot of people are gonna stay out here. Look through our field. So we got a lot of cats still left yet. Got Tom's in pit road. Of course, Gary's getting his stuff fixed. Tanner Marr is in. 70 getting his stuff repaired. 72. So a lot of these guys maybe, I don't know, they got enough tires, they got enough strategies ahead of them to muster something different. But we got Whelm trying to get his stuff fixed, and he's going to go a lap down. So a lot of the other guys staying out or getting out of here, and staying on that lead lap. So right now we have, let's see, who will be our lap downers and possibly out of the race. We can look that over here and see what we have for our driver details. Of course, Banks is leading the way, but we are looking at Kyle Wellman on pit road right now in that 42, 19th position. Terry Orr, the 54. He's going to be a lap down-ish, maybe more, but he's going to be getting himself back out on track. Joe Miller is lap down. Michael Reeves in the donuts machine, that 00, lap down as well in pit road, getting his stuff fixed. So hopefully he can get himself back out on track. We'll put him another lap down right here. So we got lights out on pace car, and Banks is leading the way. We are going to get ourselves a green flag here in just a moment. Right. But I'd like to thank everybody again, once again, here for tuning in for tonight's race. These boys work real hard all year long to put themselves on a race in the show, week in and week out. Good for them, to get just sick and strong into this program. And this is a long program. Because again, this program does follow the full cup schedule. So where they run, we run. We just do it before they do. All right, 48. Going to try to get this jump off that he needs so desperately, especially against his 18 at Carroll. Everyone's on some older tires. Should get spicy. Green flag. We go. Big jump by the 48. And huge stack up by the 18 and 28. The rest of the drivers are like, man, y'all can't park there. Let's go. So 48's gone. And now we got everyone just clustered up right now. 77 he's stuck in it. He's surrounded by some go fast. The one car is Steve Johnson, and then the 27 of Hunter Lagunas, aka Bubbles. Bubbles giving a huge shot to the one on the outside, going to sail in the one into 3 and 4 here, trying to clear the 77, but the 77 has had himself some spunk on the bottom. Ooh, we got dump trucking on the outside, and we got contact. Oh, hold on to it. No, Riley did it.
Flag is out.
Yellow back out again, one more time. We can just wind that one back as we are on it, and I don't see. I was beat him to the punch here. Okay, so this starts to unfold here for us. So the 43 up in the wall, he has to get off the gas. So he had to get up off the gas because of the 24. He comes down and was blocked. Oop, wrong way. And was blocked on his exit down there by the 70 of Carpenter. So we'll take a ride on board. So he's going to rotate off. Was not expecting to see this 43 stopped on the exit of turn 4. And he's woed up something fierce. Now he's going to yank this thing back down. And then there's a 70. Boom! Right there. As he just then gets a piece of him, sends him into the fence right there. And then he's going to do everything he can to hold on to this Joker. Then he takes another clip by, I believe, who was that mastermind? The 72, Daniel Rupick Jr.? Yes. So he takes another clip by the 72. Then walks the dog into turn 1, and then ends up getting back into the fence again. All right, let's make sure we are on point and par here. Yes, we are. Okay. All right, Dylan Banks still leading the way. Chris Carroll in that second position. Let's see if we can get a better restart out of these boys on this go-around as we are coming to the end of stage 2. Let's see how close to the end of stage 2 are we. Oh, goodness, yes. All right. So we're going to have ourselves 15-lap shootout, 14-lap shootout, 15-lap. Yep. We're going to line them up. All right, so Banks in the 48 again, leading the way. Zimmerman, though, holding strong in that third position. Same with Daniel Best. Daniel Best was doing himself a really good run last week before that. Look for this guy toward the playoffs here. Be up here in those playoffs and maybe one of those final 4. Because, man, that guy's showing some pretty good speed and agility out there on track. Same with Stephen Bird, though. That 26 car always finding himself up in this top 5, top 3, you know, holding strong. I mean, I want to. Yeah, I see some good things coming for that 27 or 26. Let's see for 27 of Bubbles. Yeah, I always got to watch out for him. And now we got Johnson in the 7th, and then Matt Jones 8th position here. So we're gonna get ready to go green one more lap around. Yes. So we're gonna take that green flag here in just a moment. Haven't spoke about Carl Lindstrom in a minute. Hey, what up, dog? Got the 83 Carl Lindstrom in that Goodwrench Chevy once again. Love it, dog. Love it. Love that car. Just a beautiful car right there. Awesome driver. And, of course, you know, just has probably one of the best fan-based support groups here in Front Row Esports. So, in saying that, a shout-out to the Lindstrom family and, of course, all of their support. Very much appreciated, and y'all rock, seriously. Thank you so much for tuning in every week in and week out. Carl, come on, Carl, let's get some points, buddy. We need it. All right, Banks gonna lead the way here. We're gonna try to fire this thing off one more time and get us to stage 2 in.
All right. Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. Big jump. 18 sleeping at the wheel one more time. Gets a jump start by the tip car of Daniel Best. And these guys are stacked up once again. But look at the 28 he got there. He knew where the gas pedal was. But because he stalled up, that's going to bring that 26 to him. Oh my gosh! Oh no! We got cars sideways, holding on to it. Holy hell! We will rewind that as we have just a second here. We're not quite at the end as we have. Looks like the 5370. Oh man, I don't know. 5370 and then the 32 gets in the piece of it, and we got caution out once again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So that's going to be, I believe, maybe Riley. No, that's not it. So that's a Stephen Bird. He was just up here. Uh-oh. And Daniel Best. What did we just miss? Something big, obviously. This is going to be the third, fourth position, top 5 right here. So this is racing for that top 5. Oh, contact, the 6 and the 10. Ow! And they collect the 27 as well. Dang it. You see a lot of guys just scatter to try to get around these dudes. Caution out once again. Let's wind this back ever so slightly here. We're gonna go to the 26, wherever he went to, but slow it down. There he is. Okay, 26. Nose. There we go. Up here, hooks him. And the 27 just nowhere to go. They stopped in front of him. Okay, it looks like the rest of the field was able to clear, but that puts us in a caution once again. It looks like that was definitely on the 26 there of Stephen Bird. Drove up a little too happy out of 2. And got into that left rear. Turned him right around. Right when we were about there. Let's see where we are at, actually, since had that drop. So we're going to be inside the 10 here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So another short shoot and scoot for the end of stage 2. Let's see if we can keep it together for the end of that stage 2, though. Dang. Right now, Banks liking where he's at, just leading the race like normal. 28 is Zimmerman. Second position, though. Good run for Zimmy, man. 18 to Carroll. He's going to need a better restart here, but now he's going to be on the bottom. Let's see if he can try to get himself into the game here with a phenomenal restart. And, you know, because he got himself a fast race car. Drove through the field, drove up through there. Bubbles. He's going to keep this car out even after taking contact. Let's look at that car. Since we do have ourselves oh yeah, he took some scrapes. It's not terribly banged up. It's what it looks okay. So he should be all right, but he might want to get that fixed in pits in stage 3. But that's going to put him at the rear of the field, and he's going to be stuck right back where he started from, back of the field, and having to come up all the way up through it. Right now he's up 15 positions. Dang. We'll see. We'll see. He may say screw it and run it, you know. Throw some tires on it. Let's go. Feels great. Just a little scratched up. Who cares? We'll buff it out later. Trying to scrub these tires off. Get these guys ready to plant some power on this pavement. Right-o, right-o. Lights are out. Trying to get it one more time here. Now we're inside the 10. It's going to get nasty. I know it is. I know it is. There's no reason even to placate or, you know, around this.
Green.
Green flag. And we go. Ooh. Spinning of the tires at the 28. 28's going to lose himself some positions there. Doesn't look like that outside line does not like to get started. As the 18 fires off, and he's going to have the 27 now of Hunter Lagunas on his bumper. Let's see if those two can work together to get up there to that race leader. Stop this sweep of his. Steal that broom from him. Ryan Zimmerman now under attack by Danny Carpenter. Carpenter in the 70 car gets to the bottom, stays to the bottom, gets around him, and he's going to continue on forward. Wow, what a run by Carpenter. Carpenter, he is on one right now. Holy Jesus. So could have took himself some tires after getting a little bit. Oh, contact! Oh! Just throws it to the 27's door. 27 now trying to hold on. Oh, no! Wow, what a save. Checks up the field. Bubbles still maintains his top 10. Wow! That was crazy. Took some contact and kept running. Carpenter puts the dough to him. I mean, all kinds. Wow, the 8 tires is better than 4. But he recovers. Recover. 32. Where'd you come from? Oh, man. Tom trying to show us a little something like you remember how to race a car. So that, you know, that car be all messed up right now. So that 27, he's going to have to hold on for another few laps. Hopefully he can stay in the points for the end of this run. But it does not look as if Bubbles looks like he's in a world of hurt here. He's now in 9th position. We've got more battling happening. Battle happening everywhere. Jones versus Tanner. Tanner, take the high. Here comes Lindstrom now into that 12th position, trying to get some points. Oh, everyone is digging. Bubbles trying to hold on. We got more fights up here. It's Rubeck Jr., the 79 of Matt Metler. Metler's in this one. Get some, Metler. Now he's out the groove, though. Trying to hold on. Here comes Tom once again. Driving to the bottom. Gets already the 28. These guys must take some tires because these guys are flying. Moving on up and continuing forward. Carroll next. But they will cycle out. Here comes Tom. Big run. He's got the tires on it. He's going for it. Danny Carpenter, your race leader, gets past Dylan Banks with those 4 fresh field goods, and he's feeling great right now. In that P1, running across the line. We're going to take that caution for the end of stage 2. Danny Carpenter puts a stop to Dylan Banks' sweep as he becomes a stage 2 winner. Danny Carpenter in that number 70. Elegant run for you, brother. You got Dylan Banks in the 48 in that 2nd position. 3rd is going to go to the 32 of Tom Freitas. The 4th position is the 72 of Daniel Rubeck Jr. Late Chargers right here, loving it. 18 of Chris Carroll rounding out that top 5. Richard Jackson in the 53, 6th position. Ryan Zierman in that 7th spot. Matt Metler in the 79. In the 9th position, going to go to the 27 of Bubbles. And the 77, round out your top 10, is Matt Jones. As you see everyone bringing it into pits and going to get them 4 fresh field goods, some tanks, so full tank, get this thing back out on track. But Danny Carpenter, your stage 2 winner. All right, we're going to take us a break. Back here in just a moment. Stick with us for the drop of the green flag and final stage of tonight's race.
It's time. Rise, Lord Vader.
I feel their whispers.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
What I was is gone.
You are my brother, Anakin.
What I am will bring the galaxy to its knees.
You were never truly Sith, Anakin. You were once a Jedi.
I am more than Anakin ever was. Live or die.
Long live the Empire.
Lord Vader is a weapon, but weapons can be turned against their masters.
You have proven yourself, Lord Vader.
The past is the past. The present and future are all that matter.
I am Windy Day in Paradise.
Face to all drivers.
There's a situation developing at Ponderosa Elementary. There are 23 kids who are stranded.
Is there anybody
in the area that can pick them up? Is there anybody that can go and pick these kids up?
Welcome back to Front Row Esports and their 2025 Quest for the Cup here at Iowa. We're going into stage 3, third and final stage of this evening. We're going to take the green flag with Daniel Rupik Jr. in the 72 leading the way. Daniel Best on the outside of him. Good launch by the 72 of Daniel Rupik Jr. As these guys are going to go head-to-head with the best on the track thus far. 48 of Dylan Banks in the third position, now second. Rips past the 10 car of Daniel Best and sets his sights on that race lead once again for Daniel Rupik Jr. See if Rupik Jr. can hold him off, but thus far, he has been pretty fast out there on track. Take a ride on board with Daniel Rupik Jr. working that Midland line there. You see him all fouled in behind, but he's got some good speed, a good launch off. We'll see how he can maybe gap this field, dump some dirty air in this leader's face, and keep him stuck behind him. But knowing Banks is going to work his strategy and find himself where he needs to be at the end, which is in that P1. Everyone's single filed out thus far as, again, just getting into the final stage of this evening. Daniel Carpenter, and that 70, he was our stage 2 winner, now finding himself in 9th position with Matt Jones, looking for his inside, possibly. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was the wrong car. So Carpenter inside of the 4 car of Tanner Marr. Tanner Marr took a ride on board with him. Having himself just a little bit of struggle this evening, it seems, here at Iowa, but he's maintaining a good pace and trying to hold on to that top 5. As you see, he's got a lot of traffic in front of him as we have the 70 of Danny Carpenter still trying to march forward here as he has his sights set on that 32 of Tom. And, oh, whoa, Tom into the fence. He's out the throttle, and he's going to put a blocker on that turn 2 exit there, down that back shed. But he holds on to it. He's fine. Little scrapes to the car. We'll buff him out. Matt Metler, the 79, working himself a good program now. 11th position, and he is in the soup right now. Oh, man, is he? He's going to get to the bumper of the 77. Almost run him over right there. Woo! Take a ride on board with that 79 of Matt Metler. He's looking for the bottom now. He's going to find it. See if he can rotate around. Oh, get close, get close, get close. Oh, he gets loose off. And that brings Stephen Bird, I believe. Yes, Stephen Bird. Mad Dog MD just puts that thing up there against the wall. He gets around him. How about this though? Larry Bell, he's tracking, he's looking. We got a lot of battling happening. Oh my goodness! 53, Richard Jackson about stepped her out in front of the rest of the field there. 4-car Tanner Marr trying to get her around to get underneath him. He is. 4-car underneath him. Gets a good fight off. Still going to have company on the outside. Or does he? No, he gets past him. 3 down behind him. Yep. 32. Holding on to that top 10. 9th position right now as he found himself into the fence just a few laps ago. 72 of Jones rounding out your top 10, but he's got pressure by Stephen Bird. Stephen Bird has shown tremendous speed out of that 26. Now he's just mired in some traffic. Let's see what he can do to get through this LA style of traffic. And we got more battling happening. Here comes Garrett Wiles in a 9.26. Started up in that 2nd position starting of the race. Had himself some difficulties. Sideways car out of 2, all the way down the backstretch and then into 3. Still saving that thing, clobbers the fence, and now he's trying to work his way back through the field and get up there and fight in contention for a good finish in tonight's race. Lining them up and throwing it down, and I think about throwing it down. Here goes Best and the 28 with more. Oh, here we go. Carpenter and in the 70 going around the 48. 48 backing up. Daniel Rupick Jr. still large and in charge. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. And now Chris Carroll. Carroll is in the second position. Danny Carpenter third. Banks is in the fourth position. So Banks probably utilizing his stuff right now, letting these guys try to walk around him, holding himself up into that forward position of top 5, and still in the hunt for the race lead. Now Chris Carroll goes to the race lead. New leader, Chris Carroll gets around Daniel Rupick Jr. and Daniel Rupick Jr. finally surrenders the lead. Here comes the 70 car of Danny Carpenter now to the bottom, trying to go for that second position. He's going to get it, and he's going to bring the 48 right along with him. You have a lot of cluster. You know what's right behind him. Daniel Rupick Jr. now up to the high to the outside. We have the 28 of Zimmerman. Zimmerman now to the bottom. Zimmerman's going to be bringing some company with him. They got a party here, folks. Oh, my goodness. 10 car of Daniel Best, Tanner Marr, and more. We got everybody coming to this party. Woo-hoo. We got a side-by-side battle between the 53 of Richard Jackson and Tom Freitas. Freitas, a little contact and using 8 tires as opposed to 4. Yeah, hey, more is better, right? On that exit of 4, they still maintain it. 53 high outside the groove. 32's trying to rotate underneath. He gets loose off. 32's mad loose off. He's all over the wheel. 77 has himself, I think, the seat of all seats here, riding on board with the 77 right now. Going for the Benjamins in this one, but this guy is in 10th position, and this is all happening around contact again between the 32 and 53. Guys just like to lean on each other. 32 trying to work his way around with 53, not giving it up. Puts the pressure down. 32 still cannot clear. 32 working the line and just can't get that launch off. Whoa, now he does. And here comes the 77 around the outside. Round the outside, round the outside. 53 still going to battle on tough down the bottom. 77 Jones working it to the outside and then dives it back to the bottom. 77 now to the 9th position and looking for more underneath this teammate of Tom Freitas in the 32. Loose off in the 77. Trying to hold pace. We got more battling happening right behind him though. We got Kyle Wellman and Garrett Wiles. Every time these two pair up, I think fireworks right here. 4th of July, something about ready to blow up. But we got the 42 and the 926 going to go side by side. We're trying to duke it out here. We got the same right in front of them. We got a cluster, you know what's happening in this about for the 10th position, honestly. 32 now finding the outside, finds a good run on the 77, almost runs the 77 over. He has to back it up, and that puts him back to the door of the 53. Dang it, he says. Now he's going to try to get it. He gets a good run off there. Finally clears that 53 of Richard Jackson. Jackson putting himself up one heck of a fight. Chris Carroll still leading the way, checking in on the race leaders. Banks now into the 2nd position along with Danny Carpenter. Kind of holding strong into that 3rd, but here comes Brian Zimmerman once again. He wants that P3 back. He said, podium, it's mine, bro. Side-by-side drag race down that back stretch here. 70 going to go into 3. In that turn 3 now. 28 going to clear him through the center and out. He gone. More battle about ready to take place here. We have the Tanner Marr, the 4 car. Looked like he was starting to get himself a fat run on that 10 of Daniel Best, looking for some more movement out of that 4 car. We thought he was backing up for a minute, but lo and behold, here he is on the march forward. Holding his position since start of the race here. Started in 6 and is 6 currently. Same with Daniel Best. He likes this outside line. He's going to rotate around to the outside. See if he can get that launch off. He does. Keeps it out the fence. Ooh, man. Rupick Jr. just pancakes this joker right into the outside of 2. Now the 32 is going to get around his outside. Good run for the 32 thus far. Now in 8th position. Jones gets past the 32 though. Now moves him up into 7th position. That's going to put Jones into the trip 7s once again. But we got Daniel Best giving it all he's got against the 4 car of Tanner Moore. Tanner Moore finding that outside line, and they're going to be rolling up onto the bumper of the 70 car. Twin Cities Towing trying not to use his own services today, as he's getting put a lot of pressure on that 10 car of Daniel Best. Twin Cities Towing doing a phenomenal job though, keeping himself into that top 5, putting pressure on, looks like that Mad Dog Dan in that 70 car of Danny Carpenter. Come on, Dan! Dan, the man of a 10. Get us up. So starting to heat up here in this kitchen. Absolutely. Woo-woo! Look at Mar. We're about ready to kick some butt with that butt kicker. Oh man! Almost gets to there and put the pressure on. That butt kicker Chevy's doing everything he can to put that power down on this track right now. Man, great run by everybody thus far. We've seen a minimal amount of cautions. Nice. And we're seeing new leader, Chris Carroll, who won this race last year. Let's see if he's got what it takes. He's got a good car. He's got a fast car. So right now he's putting on some good laps and trying to build on Banks right now. Carroll's got himself a nice hot rod. Keeping pace or maintaining pace is that 20 car or that 48 car of Banks, with the 28s right there with the Gurrido side by side behind him. The 10 car and the 70. 70 though, right when I thought he was backing up, he just come back forward again. Find himself a different line, figuring something else out with his car. Move your car around. Absolutely. Be a race car driver, right? Don't just stick to that same line. Find out where your car likes to run. Look at the 4 car of Tanner Marr and Daniel Best side by side. Oh, contact! 4 car walks up the track, holds on to it. Great save by Tanner Marr. And gets around the 10 car. Woo! That was close. The 10 car backing up, and here comes Matt Jones now in the 77. And Jones is bringing company with the 32 of that Gutty star, Tom Freitas. Having himself a decent run this evening. Good job, Tom. Likes where his car is at, as we got a side-by-side happening once again. 10 car and a 4 car. 4 car on the outside. Just, oh! All over the bumper there. He had to burp it there. Want to make sure he can go flying up into that outside wall. But Marr holding himself a good race tonight. 6th position. And we got battling right behind us here. 53 of Jackson in the 1960. Oh, Jackson! Woo! Sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real, he says. Flying this thing in right now. You're coming in hot. He has to. He's got something to his bottom now. 926 working his way around him. That SBR Chevy. Oh, this guy's got a lot of company on his bumper. He's going to rotate high. These guys are all filing underneath him. Man, he's dropping directly to the back. He's got outside the groove and just couldn't hold it. Here comes the 83 now. 83 Carl Lynch trying to move himself up into that inside that top 10. 12th position at the moment, fighting right behind Stephen Bird and Bubbles in the 27. Garrett Wiles trying to move himself forward also, as he started in that 2nd position, but like I said, found himself sideways out of 2. and now find himself in the back of the pack. Well, now it had to come to the pack. From the back of the pack. Carroll now. Uh-oh. Here comes Banks. Starting his run. Will we see a green flag stop in tonight's race? That'd be awesome. I'd love to see that. Right now, we still got a few more laps left ahead of us here before we can even get to that point. And it does seem as if, we got Brian Zimmerman crashing. What happened to Zimmy? Oh no. We will look it up here as soon as this battle is over. But Brian Zimmerman in the 28 looked like he got a hold of something that he didn't want to. And he's now down at 17th. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Battle for the race lead. Carroll's going to let him cycle in front and back to the race lead. Once again, Dylan Banks in the 48. Now let's go to see what happened to Brian Zimmerman as he had himself just a fantastic run in third position. So he's going to be all on his own. Oh, he pushes lots of will into it, and oh my gosh, he just detonates the car to the inside. He's done. Oh, it's still moving. The car is definitely shorter, a lot shorter. More like VW status. One of them Beatles, you know? Oh, he's gonna keep it on the track. Man, bummer what a heartbreaker for Zimmerman. You can see he looked like he was super tight coming out of 2 there and just put a lot of will into it. Whoa, we're going. Oh no, I was like, oh sorry, that was we weren't live. I'm like, are we going back at it again? What? No, but Banks now saving his stuff. Let these guys burn it down and burn it down past him. And then he's just going to go ahead and simplistically find himself back up into the front and start to march away. So we got ourselves great battle here. Look at Jones, dude. Right on. Get some, Matt. He is jonesing for a good finish and about to have one. 4th position, Matt Jones in the 77. Hella good run, bro. Gets past the 27, gets past the 4 car. Tanner Marr trying to hold it. Now still trying to hold it at 6th position. Here comes the 19-6 Garrett Wiles. Garrett Wiles, he's going to stuck. He's here. Watch out. Woo-hoo. Oh! Very close. Marr's got that outside line. He's going to get some momentum off, but he just can't get the power that he needs to hold these dudes at bay, as you see Steven Berg getting past the 4 car of Tanner Marr. So we'll see possibly that same thing, just a few passes every once in a while here, as these guys are now starting to venture further into the toe-up tire portion of tonight's race. We got the 4 car, Tanner Marr, he's going to bring it in. So pit strategy for Tanner Marr. Maybe splitting this thing right now? I don't know. Can he make it? I don't think so. But I don't know. We could be a little off on our strategies here. Or on our field econ, I mean. Okay, so now Best has moved it into 2nd position. We have Chris Carroll. What the heck just happened to Chris Carroll? So Carroll was in 2nd, now he's in 13th. So we got big issues there. Oh wait, no, he brought it into pits. Yep, he entered pits. Let's see this. Yep. Okay, so we got pit stop and pit strategies underway. We're gonna see what this can do to their end game on these final laps of tonight's race. It's all about time on track. If Dylan stays out too long on his tires, wears up, and uses up too much time on track, and these guys, have that the overall at the end, and might be able to hold them off. But Banks right now, Bubbles in second, Garrett Wiles in third. Looking at a 4-second difference from first to second, and the rest of these cats kind of lined up behind them. You got Garrett Wiles, Stephen Bird, Daniel Best, Matt Jones now in 6th position. And again, if this stays green, we'll be seeing green flag stops. We've already seen 2 of them thus far. Let's see if this works for these guys in their favor on the long run. Right? We got more positions to be had. I believe that's the 26th of Stephen Bird getting around the 926 of Garrett Wiles. And we got Brian Zimmerman back in the pits. So I believe he's got a problem. We're going to put him a couple laps down. That will take Zimmerman out. Well, I guess let's give a slew of cautions, and we have a lot of guys laps down from their pit strategy, so we really need this thing to cycle out to green flag stops for everybody. But right now, Banks leading the way, Bubbles and Bird maybe going to tango here in a minute. And we got Jones, Lindstrom. Jones backing up, Lindstrom moving forward. But Jones still left in position from the start, so he's still looking positive here. Got the 53 Jackson. He's bringing her out of pits. These guys are going to throw the book at it. They're going to throw a different strategy here to see if they can, outthink the other drivers. If you can beat them in thought and on paper, you could possibly beat them out there on track. Here comes the 18 now. Now here's the other thing that the 18 has to be worried about. He has to get past these cars, not wear his tires, and try to keep as much as much rubber on this thing as possible. I'm all tread. Keep as much rubber on his tires, not the track, as possible to help him out with this long run at the very end of tonight's race. And again, maybe it's a 2-stop race, and they're going to do it in thirds. I don't know. There's a lot, again, different strategies to be had here in this final run in tonight's race. And we have Stephen Bird in pits, Kyle Wellman pits. So here we go. Pit stops are commencing for our green flag run. And we have Matt Mettler on his way out. And I'm going to look over at Carroll. And here comes Carroll. He's already going to catch that lead and maybe get his lap back the old-fashioned way, passing the race leader. And again, this is going to see what it's going to look like when all this cycles out. Did Carroll pull enough time on track by pitting early, and Banks with his old tires and not creating the lap time that needs to be? Again, that's what it's all. At the end of the day, it's all time on track. So whether or not you're the fastest in the short run, the long run, in between, whatever, it's all about if you can outsmart the guy in front of you by putting fresh rubber on your car, and just takes you, the overall is less time. Here we go. So now Carroll's going to get that back again. So now that's going to put him, I believe, on the lead lap. That does. 7th position, lead lap for Carroll. Bubbles still in 2nd position. I believe he has yet to pit. have Daniel Best now in the 10 car. He is in. Daniel Best in. Steve Johnson has been in, and I believe he is done. So, but we have Daniel Best now getting his, hopefully, best stop of this evening. We got cars on fresh tires, working their way around the leader, getting their laps back one at a time. And maybe Banks is trying to do this in 2 stops. Possibility. As he is staying out. And so far, Tom stayed out. Garrett, Matt Jones, I believe, still is staying out. So we may see a different flow of runs here. 2-stop strategy, 3-stop strategy. Possible. I don't know, I'm guessing. Lindstrom now into 3rd position. But again, we still have a lot of races left yet ahead of us. So 85 laps. That would mean, I mean, if we were on, but again, I'm not sure exactly what our fuel was. I was taking an educated guess here. All right, let's go to Banks and let's look over our pit strategies, or our pit information, and see if we can kind of start to narrow things down a little bit. Okay, so we are looking at 67 laps on Banks' run thus far. Then we have, for Carroll, 41 laps, then 70, then 46, 21 on this last one. So he may be doing, 3-stint style of run. We will see. Yeah, let's check on the weather, of course, since we're here. You can see exactly, this track's heating up, cooling down. What we got here? Ooh, 120 degrees. This thing is spicy. that shows what that loose soft's all about right there. Absolutely. 120, that's a hot track. Hot potato. All right, so I'm curious. What strategy is going to play the overall? Banks still leading the way. Have yet to see any pit action out of him. But we have cars passing them left and right due to the fact that they get on these different tire strategies. 926 Garrett Wild's going to go around them once again. So that's just a smooth and steady sailing for the 48 at the moment as our strategies are unfolding. All right, well, let's take a break back here in just a moment and see where all this is lining up.
I was sent here to help the world be a better place. That is why I do what I do.
He's an intruder, wrapped in a red cape. A god pretending to be one of us.
Superman!
You've gotten a lot of heat on social media lately.
I don't read that stuff. Superman doesn't have time for selfies. He crossed a line to save lives. People were going to die!
Holy shit.
I'm not who I thought I was. I love you, though.
I'll destroy you.
Who raised you as a child?
I'll kill them too.
Buckle up. You don't need the world's permission to be who you are.
Hey! Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
That's my greatest strength. They chose him. Let them die.
Good luck with that. No matter what you do to me, Luther, your plans won't work.
Ow, ow, stop it.
It's time. Rise, Lord Vader.
I feel their whispers.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
What I was is gone.
You are my brother, Anakin.
What I am will bring the galaxy to its knees.
You were never truly Sith, Anakin. You were once a Jedi.
I am more than Anakin ever was. Live or die.
Long live the Empire.
Lord Vader is a weapon, but weapons can be turned against their masters.
You have proven yourself, Lord Vader.
The past is the past. The present and future are all that matter.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and you race fans too. Yep, y'all. I'm Chris Paul Amos, and welcome to Front Row Esports in their 2025 Quest for the Cup here in Iowa. As Dylan Banks is still leading the way, Bubbles second, and Carl Lindstrom in third position. And just on a side note, can't wait to see that Lord of Vader. I think that thing's going to be epic, nothing short of it, due to the fact that, you know, just come on, we got to see Lord Vader in this reign of terror through the galaxy, right? Tanner Marr now looks like he is in like the fifth position. Larry Bell and Stephen Berg going to be duking it out for the sixth and seventh position. Let's get in a little deeper on this action. Oh, just as we're going to, he makes quick work of I'm sorry, I'm a little off. Tanner Marr, and that was Larry Bell. My bad. So Larry Bell in the 43, still holding it in that seventh position, but we do have Carroll making his way up to the third position now, past Lindstrom. Again, we are looking at these different strategies, and here comes Bubbles now. He is now going to be getting his 4 fish, real goods, and a take fuel. Let's see if this will be his one and only stop, as I am, definitely enjoying these different strategies thrown down here on track tonight. So we look at 16 seconds for Carroll behind Banks on the lead lap. So that is our difference there. We still will need to see a pit out of the 48, I believe. Take a ride on board with the 48. Clean and clear sailing for him. Hit his marks and his cadence. That's what he's looking for. Oh, we got a car slow. That's the 83. What happened to Lindstrom? Oh no, he says. Let's back it up. Since we got time's on our side. Oh no, he missed pits. Oh, I just couldn't get it wound up. Oh. Poor Lindstrom. What he does, he makes it back around again. Now he's going to get his pit. Luckily, he didn't run on no fuel. But that is going to hurt him. It's going to hurt him tremendously on his time on track. Only is going to save him and a lot of the other guys is going to be, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it because I want this thing to run green. Our last two races have literally been within 3 seconds of each other finishing. I saw that just recently. 3 seconds. And they're both over 3 hours. Are you kidding me? Not tonight, though. Not tonight. Tonight, we are shooting and scooting. And that goes to, that's going to get him, I'm looking at the 27 of Hunter Lagunas. And let's see, where is Bubbles at? Bubbles is back in 12th position. He's going to need that leader to pit. Carroll, Banks are the only two cars, I believe, on the lead lap. Maybe. I'm not sure. Hold on. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. So lead lap cars are the 18 and the 48. So 48 is just kind of walking the dog right now. Little Sunday drive action for him on a Friday. And we're just kind of looking through the field here to see if we can spot ourselves some go fast. We did a little bit, but this is not going to be for position. 83 of Lindstrom. Seen him have difficulties getting his car woed and slowed up, getting into pit road. Sets him back to 13th position. Ouch. That's going to leave a big mark. Jones find himself back up to that top 10. And I believe these guys, oh, here comes Banks. Banks, our leader, surrendering the lead. Let's see exactly how this goes now. So he's a one-stopper, one and done. You're going to have that last pit, or first pit, sorry. So it's going to be a short up and gone. And back up to speed. Carroll is now your race leader. Bird's moving himself up into second. Third, Larry Bell. Fourth. So Banks is dropping all the way back now to 9th position, 10th position. There goes Matt Jones right by him. But he's going to be on 4 freshens. And that puts him a lap down to Carroll. So I believe he's got to get past Carroll. But I think Carroll still needs to pit one more time. I don't know. I'm a little confused here, as we should be, right? We got cars on every different scenario. Here comes a 48 now. He's going to get his lap back. So that puts a 48 back on the lead lap in 9th position. So the last car in the lead lap is going to be the 27 of Hunter Laguna, so Bubbles. We got Daniel Best bringing it in to pit road. Or, I'm sorry, bringing it out of pit road. Oh, he is destroyed. He is destroyed. Oh, man. Let's back it up then and see where the catastrophe happened here. Oh, there it was. Oh, car's in one piece right here. Whoa! Did he just must have forgot to hit the brakes or something, because he just sailed that thing in. Did you see that? What the heck, man? There it is. I mean, I want to say it looked like he was aiming for the 42, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to back this up, see if there was a little... Oh, there was. Oh, there was. Okay, so this is before then. And that looked like some possible retaliation to a... right here. So these guys were fighting it out. Lap after lap here. 42, looks like kind of cut him off. A car gets it, or 10 car gets into the fence, and then the 42 gets, oh, there it was. The 42 gets loose. Then he gets in the back of the bumper of the 10. 10 goes through. He says it's retail time. And he was, missed him right there. And destroys his car in the process. Oh, he was going to go for the sin to bring out that caution. Like full sin, and now he is toast with the most on pit road. Carroll's still leading the way, though. And where is Banks? Banks now 4th position. We are looking at 17 seconds behind. And he is closing quick. He's got a lot of laps to do so, 50 laps to gain himself, which I believe he will. Yeah, I believe that he will. So I'm wondering if the 18 still needs to pit again, or if he can run this thing all the way out. So Carroll's chesting the crap out this thing right now and trying to do whatever he can to give him some kind of edge and advantage over the 48. 18 seemed pretty quick on track, so if he's got a car that's strong enough to do so. Bird still in that 2nd position. Banks now, here he goes into 3rd, right around the 926 Garrett Wiles. Does it easy. Well, he's got them fresh tires on there right now, so this guy is going to be on nitrous. And very low traffic. We're limited on traffic to get around, so we got Carpenter in, and Daniel Best is... Oh yeah, no, sorry, he's still in. That's right. So Carpenter in, and then hopefully he can, sideways for the 18 as he throws that thing in there. And he's going to get his last pit. So he's getting, whoa! Woo! That'll make you pucker. Just a little bit, huh? Oh my goodness. He brought that thing in quick. He knows this is where he needs to gain him on. So Carroll going to surrender the lead. And then here comes Banks. Now Burtis is next car up. Where is Carroll going to land? There he is coming out of pit road now. Banks 2nd position. Bird still out. Carroll may be able to run him down. Go get him, dude. Go get him. Hammer down, son. Hammer down. Possibility. We'll see. I mean, this is interesting. Very, very interesting. So Garrett's going to do his final pit as well. And then this should all file out to where it's going to land for the final portion of stage 3 and the run at Iowa. Well, while we do that, wait for these guys to figure it out. Let's look over our schedule. See where the heck we're at in this 2025 season. All right. 2nd column. I love it. I love it. I love it. So Watkins Glen is next. Yes, we're going to do some rights and some lefts. Love Watkins Glen. Such a great track. Plenty of passing opportunity. And, of course, you know, got to hit that cadence. Got to be perfect on par. Then we got Richmond after that, and then Daytona. That leads us into the round of 16. And almost in the finishing run of the 2025 season. All right, Banks still leading away. Jones now in second position. Heck yeah, bro. But he's about ready to get maybe passed by Bubbles here in the 27. Yes, so this is for position right here. Jones trying to hold on to this top 5, top 3, man. What a good run for that 77. He's trying to stay on the bumper of that 27 right now. But the 77 did get his trip 7s in stage 2. Got himself a seventh finishing position for that 77. He's been really good at that lately, getting them trips. So shit, I mean, he keeps that consistency up. He should make it in the playoffs. All right, now let's check in on Carroll. Carroll's in this 18 machine. 4th position. Gonna get his lap back right now, passing the leader. And he's got to come back around one more time on him. So one more time for the 18. Will he be able to get there? He's going to have fresher tires, obviously, but are they fresh enough? Right? That is the question of the race. And then Bubbles as well. Oh, let's do this. There we go. Sorry, that might help us out a little bit. Yeah. So 13 seconds and still falling. But the one that we're going to be looking to march forward is at 18, 23 seconds plus back. So he's going to have to take a huge chunk each lap to be there at the end. Or will we have some kind of surprise yellow? I'm not sure. I mean, it seems like the field is pretty spread apart right now. It's just going to be based on driver. Drivers can hold it together, which I would love that. That would be fantastic. Give these guys to play out this chess game. High-speed chess game. See if it actually works, right? Only way you're going to know is if you get a chance to let it run. These guys are doing it right now. Lindstrom, 8th position, lap down. Carpenter, 7th position, lap down. So even with Lindstrom's mishap on pit entry, he still finds himself in that top 10. So good run for him. Good recovery. 48 is going to be coming up to 7th position right here. It's going to be the 70 car of Carpenter. So what Carpenter needs to do is hold up this race leader, right? So that way we can see if Carroll can gain enough on him to get up here and put a fight on him for this race win. Looking back from Danny Carpenter in 70 machine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mad loose there or something, man, because he just stepped out, saved it. Good save for the 70, but doesn't really do much to slow up that 48's run at the moment. 70's going to challenge him back. There you go, 70. There you go. Danny Carpenter just might have got stepped out loose, but he has good tires, so he's going to get in front of that 48. You can see if these guys can slow this dude down. Now he's got Carl Lindstrom and the 70 in front of him. Gets past Lindstrom. Lindstrom's going to take that high line. .48 clears. And he's going to continue on. Here comes Garrett. Got himself some tires. But he is lapped down to the race lead, so he needs to get past him and then come back around one more time as well. 17 seconds for Carroll. I think. No, 18 seconds. And then this is going to be for position. So Jones and Carroll. Definitely stoked for my man Matt Jones here. Great run, keeping his car clean, fast, and methodical here on tonight's race. Good run for that 77, fourth position. Let's see if Garrett will have enough car to travel that 926 up toward the front. Now he just gets past the 48, gets his lap back. He's now top 5 on the lead lap. Stephen Bird, next one up to get his lap back, I believe. Maybe. Yes, okay. And now it is just a waiting game of who can put down more consistent and fast laps to see if they can, and he's still gaining. Carroll is still gaining, but will he have enough time to get there? He was gaining, and now, uh-oh. The next one up is going to be, well, that's Hunter Lagunas in that second position. Looking back from Hunter, I believe. Yeah, so Hunter's coming and going into 2. So he has himself a good straightaway and some turns to get to the lead. And then Carroll. Could possibly be a walk in the park for the 48. "25 laps left remaining in tonight's race, I believe, right? 35. Sorry. Do some math here. Do some math. All right, well, let's take ourselves a break, and then we'll be back here for the final run of tonight's race.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We got Front Row Esports here with their final run of tonight's race here at Iowa. We got Chris Ballheim is here in the booth, and surprise attack by my man. We got Steven Johnson. Steven Johnson, great to see you, buddy.
Yo.
Man, so
nice to actually get out here and actually run a race. Sorry about that second caution. There's a bump on the backstretch that it was fine the whole first 30 laps, and it just that one lap decided it wasn't. But I thought I saved enough to not make it a caution, but it is what it is. Kid woke up, had to retire the car. Just hanging out.
Yeah, we've seen you loose off there a couple times, and you're just really willing the crap out that thing, man. And I thought that you were going to hook, line, and sinker that thing back into the fence, but you actually got a hold of that thing and calmed her down. So great running and great car control there on that matter.
I've dealt with worse recently.
So how about tonight's race? So we went from caution fest last two races to complete green flag runs and all of these different strategies to partake here on. And it looks like Banks has this one just wrapped up already.
Yeah, it's kind of the two-stop versus the one-stop strategy. It's about a second and a half tire fall off, and then once you have that second and a half tire fall off, it just stays there. So like Dylan, for example, has been running low 25s for the last 50-something laps. Carroll is a little faster. I just don't know. I mean, he's half a lap behind. There's 25 laps to go. I don't think it's enough time to catch up, but I mean, stranger things have happened. That's kind of the main storyline that we're kind of tracking here. I did notice that Tom Friedis put the car back out on the track and was turning laps here. I think if he keeps it going another 20 laps or so, he might gain. I think he's going to gain 4 spots.
Wow, that's huge, dude. Just by getting the car back out on track, and he's already bringing it on up. He's now in the 12th position and marching forward. So and that's what it's all about: finishing the race up and get yourself a good position at the end of this race. At least a decent finish,
Yep.
But right now, Banks is leading this way, large and in charge with the 18, doing everything he can, throwing everything at it, including the kitchen sink, trying to muster up enough speed and time on track to catch this leader. And then when he gets there, if he gets there in time, will he have enough left in his car to take him down?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably a little too late. You got a battle for 4th that I've been tracking. Matt Jones, Garrett Wiles right here. There's Garrett's on about 30 lap fresher tires, so he should be able to get the pass done, but it looks like he's kind of just sitting there for a little bit.
Man, and how about Jones? Jones has been running himself a really good race, riding around in that top 5 this evening, hitting some good points in stage 2, and now he's looking to have a really good finish if he can just hold off this 926. But like I said, he is all over the bumper of him right now and looking to make short work of that 77 as he gets to the bottom, rotates underneath and around and into the wall he goes.
That was close.
All of a sudden, that's a surprise caution.
you think you got one more yellow in it tonight?
I hope not. I want this thing to finish, my man. I mean, we've had ourselves some really long races these past couple of weeks, and I'm looking for a short, sweet, and a good methodical race. This is what these boys need. They need to have a full green flag run, pit stop strategies, the whole bit, man, the whole 9 yards. And let these guys, this is going to help their program for next week and the week after that. But when you have just a compilement of cautions after caution, short run, all it is just beating fenders and throwing cars around. You're not getting a good chance to see exactly what your car can do and what you can do. So
Yeah, the beginning of the race was okay, then kind of middle race, everyone kept hitting everybody, and then now it's kind of settled out, and it's kind of just logging laps, and there were 25 laps to go. And
18 now.
Things have happened.
Yeah, this is clicking off real quick.
Carroll's down to 12 seconds. Although they're running pretty much similar lap times at this point, so I think the tire fall off is kind of equalized. So not really seeing much there. I'm just trying to look for where the next battle is going to be right now. Just looking at the leaderboard.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if some of these lap cars now, like the 77, might check up that 48, but to no avail. I mean, he gets past him pretty quickly. But we do have 2 more cars in front of him that will be lap down cars, and they're racing pretty tough side by side. And that's going to be, I believe, Bird? Who's up there?
I got Danny Carpenter or Richard Jackson. Neither one of them are racing for position. Danny's a lap down, and Richard's 4 down.
Yeah, I was hoping that if they'd stay close in contact, you can possibly stall up that race leader and give more chance to that 18 machine on getting closer and closer. Which he's now down to almost 10 seconds from the leader. But like I said, really have enough to get there. Oh man, the 42 of Wellman high. He's gonna let the leader by.
Yeah, I think it's just staying out of the way. We got a position change for 11th place. Tom Freitas is now past Tanner Marr, and it's Tom got all the spots that he was going to get at this point, and Tom got himself all the way up to 11th just by running those 25 extra laps or so.
Wow, that's some points right there, and that's what you need, especially being that we're almost to the round of 16 and coming to the end of the 2025 season.
When did the playoffs start?
And 2 more races.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
Good,
Watkins Glen and I'm sorry, 3 more races. Watkins Glen, Richmond, and then Daytona. We just looked at it.
Sweet. I should be home by then.
Good. All right. Get you in the playoffs and see if you have a chance to get some at the end.
Yeah, just kind of schedule's going to be, it's Tom on the backstretch. It's hard contact into the inside wall.
Oh, yeah, he got all of it.
Green.
He got all of it.
I think he's got an issue with the towing or something like that. He's riding the tires. Yeah, he just out of turn 2, just back end came around, and he got his spots back and said, "Cool, let's get our money's worth while we're at it."
Oh, he did right there.
Yeah,
driver's side. That's gonna leave a mark. Big one too. Well, he's gonna go ahead and bring that one back to the pits and put him in the hauler and call it a day.
Yeah, I mean, he got everything he needed out of the car. You don't need any more.
That's true. That is true. Man, we're there. 10 laps left remaining, and we just seen what the gap was right there. You seen Banks crossing the line, and then here comes Carroll crossing the line now. 9 seconds separates the first and second positions, but 10 laps, so he's going to have to gain literally a second a lap, and that's not going to happen.
No, yeah, I mean, Carroll's running 24.9s, Dylan's running low 25s. It's unfortunately too little too late. I was curious to see how the 1-stop versus the 2-stop would play out.
Right.
And Dylan just by far and away took care of the tires, better than anybody else, because that's why he was able to go. There's about 5 drivers that tried to commit to the 1-stop, and one by one they just had to pit. And I think Carl was one of them. Carl Lindstrom in the 83. Mm-hmm. He was one of them. It looked like he had an issue getting onto pit road. I think that kind of kicked him back a lap or 2. But
yeah, and
is what it is. Oh,
but he's still holding in the top 10.
Tell you what, number 32 car looks brand new. Either he did a quick repair or he brought the car back out of the track. He's going to go run a couple more laps. He's got no more positions he can gain. The next driver in front of him is 43 laps ahead of him, but good for Tom. Finish the race.
Yeah, he actually brought out that spare car from the hauler. So that thing is brand new. You are right. Yep, he got the spare car out, and he's like, yeah, let's go ahead and turn some more laps.
New car, fresh set of tires on it. Go out there and make yourself feel good at the end.
Yeah, he's gonna look good at least, right? Ripping around the track, ripping past
Got
people.
Matt Jones coming in for a pit service. Not sure what he needs. There's only 7 laps to go in the race for him, so he's taking tires.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he had a tire failure. I don't see a meatball in his car. He came and took 4 tires.
Taking one last swing and a dig on it. There goes Carpenter.
I put some 3 laps down, and there might be a. No, I don't think so.
7th position for
I was trying to see if,
77. He's going for his trip finish again. Trip 7.
Yeah, I was trying to see if he was battling anybody for a position coming here to the end. Carl Lindstrom's the only other driver 3 laps down with him. But, Matt's about to get one of his laps back. He'll be 2 down, so he'll be on a lap by his own. So maybe just wanted to try to set some good lap times at the end.
Makes sense. Or he had some rubber in the pit, so didn't want to leave him there. All right.
Might as well. Get your money's worth, right?
That's it. He's getting everything he can out of it. We got 3 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Super stoked for Johnson to step in and holler and keep us all company toward the end of this thing, going in a different perspective in tonight's race. Thank you so much.
Yeah. The race is too long, but it's also my first race on here in probably a good month and a half, so just trying to turn some laps and not cause any trouble and see what happens.
You did. Put on.
I got smoke out of turn 2. Garrett Wiles. It looks like he just locked up a little bit. He's okay.
Oh, he just lost the car.
He got the car partially sideways.
Stephen Bird gets past him in the 26. So those 2 are fighting for position.
Actually, keep the camera on that because that is a battle for position here with 2 to go. Matt Jones should drive away from that. Shouldn't be an issue. So now, Garrett, Stephen Bird right here. 2 to go, and
that is the battle.
Peter takes the white. Dylan's
Bird's really putting down the power right now.
Bird, he's overdriving it a little bit. He might. Yeah, there might. Okay, we got a battle here now. Let me get out of the way and let you call this.
Yeah, copy that because we have the 48 coming across the line. There it is. 48 takes that checkered flag, but we do have a battle happening with Garrett Wiles
lost it out
and
of turn
Stephen
2.
Bird. And they got
Garrett
it.
lost it out of turn 2. We won't be able to finish the battle. I think he was just driving a little hard trying to get to the end.
Yeah, he still makes it though. But
He
the
saw
48 takes it down once again. Congratulations to the 48. Dylan Banks, cake eater, gets his cake to bake one more time. Win number 10 in the 2025 season. And he's going to burn it down. Yeah, buddy.
Iracing needs more smoke.
They do, man. Come on.
He's got enough smoke coming up in the air to affect the climate, and Iracing just doesn't model it.
He is burning him off right now. He's got plenty left, obviously. All right, let's check out these race, the finishing result for tonight's race. As Dylan Banks, your race winner. Take him down, Dano. We'll pull it up to that start-finish line. Nice parking. All right, got Chris Carroll in the 18. He's going to be in that second position. Third spot going to go to Hunter Lagunas, a.k.a. Bubbles, We got Stephen Bird in that 26 car, 4th position. Round out your top 5s, McGarrett Wiles in a 9.26. Danny Carpenter in the 70 car gets that 6th position. And Matt Jones finishes up with his trip 7s one more time. 777 across the board here for Matt Jones in that 7th position. 8th going to go to the 83 of Carl Lindstrom. Good top 10 for Lindstrom. We got the 9th position going to the 42 of Wildman Kyle Wellman. And you got that nice, good top 10 for him. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the 53 of Richard Jackson. Right on, Richard. Look at this guy go, man. Kept it in there, kept it in the fight, gets himself a top 10. Tom Freitas gets his car back out on track, gives himself a lot of positions here, back up to the 11th spot, gives himself some decent points. Tanner Marr in the 4 car, 12th position. The 10 of Daniel Best, 13th position. 14th going to go to the 43 of Larry Bell. 72 of Daniel Rupik Jr., 15th. 16th will be Brian Zimmerman in the 28. 79 of Matt Metler is 17th position. 18th going to go to Terry Orr in the 54. We got the 1 car of Johnson, 19th position. 8 car of Chummy Miller, 20th. 21st will be Riley Bennett. And rounding out the back of your field will be the 22nd position of the 00 Donuts machine of Michael Ribes. But all eyes go to the 48 of Dylan Banks, once again, your race winner. Okay, let's drop us on over to our post-race show and get ourselves a hold of winner. All right, give a second here. Sorry, get all this stuff squared away. We're done with that one. There we go. All right, 1 second while I get everybody squared away here. We got Banks in, I believe. I'm right here, so y'all know. Just give me 1 second here as we are just getting everything rock and roll. There it goes. Oh, Dylan Banks, cake eater. Let's get him in here. Once again, Dylan Banks in a 48 gets it done. 10th win in the 2025 season. Congratulations, my man. Let's see if we get a copy on him.
I'm back.
Are you good? Nice, brother. Nice. There he is.
Yeah, I'm back. I had to use the bathroom.
Oh, no worries. You're good. It was one heck of a race, my man. So again, you got things squared away out there. Some strategies were thrown down at the end. How about that? So you went with the two.
Okay, man. It was
There it is. All right. Bring us in there, buddy. Congratulations, my man.
Thank you, man. It was definitely some strategies all over the place there, for sure. I knew when Carol and them pitted to just take care of the tires and go as long as I could to make it to the end, because once you get like midway in the run, the times start evening out. So you just want to pit and make it to the end. Because yeah, the only thing that's really concerning is the tire wear. I got the tire warning with like 15 to go.
Oh wow.
I was just trying to be easy with it, to make it to the end. But yeah, I knew that as long as I'm easy with it and don't blow a tire, I could win the race. So yeah, it was definitely some crazy strategies though, for sure.
That was cool that we had guys on two stops, the other guys on one stop strategies. I mean, did that put a little concern into your cockpit while you were seeing these guys, you know, kind of why these different chess games were unfolding?
Not really, because I knew the longer I stay out, the higher chance of caution, and you keep the lead. And then again, the time's even off mid-run, so I was just trying to go as long as I could. I didn't care what the other guys were doing. If they were pitting, that's fine by me, because I put them a lap down and the caution comes out, the whole field's a lap down. So
right.
Yeah, just trying to stay out as long as I could, for sure, and try to pit and make it to the end. That was definitely the winning move for sure.
Yeah, it was. But you did. But you didn't get the sweep though. You almost did, but we had
almost
some different strategies thrown around in that one in stage 2, and so that was pretty cool. Really cool to see the 70 come around there and get some. But man, again, you are been on fire this whole season, and it just doesn't look like you're slowing down one little bit.
No, there's no quit, man, not at all. It just makes me want to push harder. Definitely love Iowa. This is one of my favorite tracks. I think it's definitely in the top 5 of my favorite tracks. This place is awesome, man. I wish it went 2 races a year here. It'd be freaking phenomenal. It's so much fun. But yeah, it was a great night. Glad we could cap it off with a win for sure. Another trophy.
Another trophy, buddy. Another trophy. Put it in the box. Got them all stacking up right here already. And I just got the next base done too. So I was actually doing all kinds of stuff while you guys were racing. I was like, not only was I printing as well, but changing over filaments and everything else. So yeah, we got Jinx up and going and looking pretty cool. But yeah, we got a lot of those trophies to catch up on, but man, they're gonna be pretty awesome. So super stoked for you.
For sure, man. I can't wait. I know you're probably getting tired of putting the same name on the trophy, but we'll keep on at it.
Well, it keeps it easy, honestly. So, and your name is kind of short, so it doesn't, I mean, we'll just use the same format and replace the track, and anyways, that's just 2 minutes model. Besides the point, but yeah, dude, it's gonna be great though. So, like I said, I've been doing some different styles and things, but yeah, you're gonna have yourself a heap of trophies here at the end of this year to keep this pace up. But at the same time, we did hear from, did have Johnson step in, and he was pretty stoked about that. He's going to be able to make them playoffs and put some pressure on you for that. So, it's not over yet. Not nearly. Not nearly over.
Never over. It's never over. Never over to the last race, but Steven's a very, very fierce competitor, for sure. Yeah. He doesn't give up, and nothing but respect and props to him, man. But I will take the fight on any day of the week. Any day of the week.
And you have, too. And you're taking the fight right back to him. And come out victorious, man. Look at you go. Seriously, 10 wins already. So I believe that's what you ended up with last year, wasn't it? Was 10 wins?
I think it was either 9 or 10.
9 or 10. So.
It could have been less than that. It could have been less than that. It could have been 8 or 9. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but.
Okay. So you're over it right now. We definitely know you're over your wins from last year. So you've already surpassed that point. Now we need to get you right on that run for that second championship trophy.
Absolutely, man. But at the end of the day, that's the one I want most. All these other trophies are great, but that championship trophy is the one I want, and we're not going to stop till we get it, for sure.
Well, you're on a kick-ass run right now. You really are, buddy. You're doing some amazing things in that race car, and man, you just got yourself a program set in that thing.
Thank you, buddy. It means a lot, man. It's easy when you got Ryko Performance under the hood, for sure. Yeah.
I was gonna say, let's get them shout-outs real quick, man. We'll get you out of here. Another win in the bucket, dude. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to you up in the booth. Definitely couldn't do it without you, and for doing the trophies as well. I know it's money out of your pocket to do it. And we really appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. They are awesome. And you do a fantastic job with it. Big shout out to all my family watching, my aunt, grandma, all them watching for sure. Shout out to Ryko Performance, man. Couldn't do it without him for sure. Just a driver behind the wheel, just trying to put it in victory lane, and it's easy. It's very easy when you got Ryko under the hood for sure. So big shout out to all the guys over at Ryko: Ken, John, Derek, Roger, James, all the guys over at Ryko. Couldn't do it without them. Big shout out to Randy Belt Construction for sure.
All right.
Red Bull. Victory won, and big shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for sure.
Amen. Amen. Man, right on, dude. Well, another win for Banks, dude. And man, again, impressive run by you. I wasn't sure how that one was going to turn out, but I was really stoked to see that long green flag run and you guys able to run your programs, your entire program out, and see where it landed you, And it did. It landed you right in RP1 where you're looking. So Congratulations, my man.
Absolutely, man. I want to say it was milk last week. It's about to be some corn this week.
Nice, man. We'll fire up that barbecue, dude, to get some corn going.
Absolutely. We about to be eating some sweet corn, buddy. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Nice, my dog. Nice. Congratulations, my man. Once you get on out of here, and if you keep this up, we'll see you next week.
Absolutely, man. Have a good night, buddy.
You too, my man. You too. Congratulations once again. All right, that was Mr. Dylan Banks in the 48. Another win in his wheelhouse. So let's go ahead and drop over Mr. Chris Carroll and see if we can. I threw him over the infield care center. Let's get Carroll up on this thing. Mr. Carroll, you got Chris Paulhamus here in the booth. You got a copy?
What's happening, Mr. Paulhamus?
There you are, my man, dude. What a race you had tonight. So you pulled a different strategy out of your hat tonight, and you look like you're onto something there. But run it by us. Run the race by us. You started from the back of the pack.
Yeah, I messed up my qualifying job there. I spun it out on lap 2. Kind of put all my eggs in one basket. Got too hard on the gas. So started her in the back, and I figured it was a long race, but kind of got up there with Dylan and Garrett, and thought I had something for him until the end of the second run when Dylan decided to go. Those setups are unbeatable. I'm not going to mention which ones. I'm not on that team, but unbeatable. He pulled about 2 seconds on me in about 4 laps when he decided to go, and I'd been saving the whole run. So made my car the best we could. Built off. Took me about an hour and a half, and I built the car as best we could. Gave it out to the boys and see. I thought we might have something for them, but just do not have the lateral grip they got in those cars, and I think that's kind of what it was at the end. I mean, me and Hunter did different strategies there. He ran the long run, and I ran the short run, and that, I mean, it's about equal. We came out a little bit ahead, but yeah, I mean, it's a little bit quicker to do it the way I did it because I didn't have to push. I got 20 to go. I decided to step on it and try and see what I had for Dylan, and of course I equaled out. So, I mean, just did everything I could to get some track position and overcome the setup deficiency. But all you can do, Paulhamus, I mean, do something the leader doesn't when they got more grip than you got, right?
And you did. You threw the book at it, and you were hoping that it would lead you to victory. And you did. You were gaining on him, like you said. But again, once the car really started to neutralize out, your gain wasn't as you needed a good 20 more laps, 25 more laps.
I wanted to pit earlier. I wanted to pit 5 laps, maybe 7 laps earlier to not let him make up the ground on me. But my tire was 15 at the end. My right rear was 15 at the end, and I did use it out. I used it up 20 to go. I stepped on it with all I had and used it up. I mean, I could have had better tires if I paced myself a little better, but when you got the ground to make up and it's starting to equalize, I tried to maximize it. Used up what I had. You can't leave 30% tire on that thing and lose the race, So
right, absolutely not, especially when you're fighting setups that are more advanced. So yeah, I understand that. Definitely understand that. Frustrating as it may be, you still showed a lot of speed and tenacity out there on track tonight.
I did all I could, Chris. I spent every minute I could making that car better than what we had. Our car wasn't very good before practice and made a bunch of adjustments, and it was really good compared to what we were. And, that's all you can do, work hard at it. And, it's a bit annoying that it's become a setup shop deal now on iRacing. That's the worst part of it. You have to be on some setup shop team to win races now, which is kind of sad. We used to work on our own stuff and make it better, but what can you do? iRacing wants their money, so they're going to let people have second accounts and let them pay the setup shop. So it's too bad, but it seems a lot of fun. Still a lot of fun out there racing, and it's all you can do. You do what you can do, and that's that.
No, I hear your frustrations. Last year we had a different setup shops, and they were all very competitive with each other. Pay to win. There's a few of them, right? There's a few other setup shops out there, and all these guys were running Contis and whatever else, and they were all competitive with each other. Every single race, it was, you know, it was a different winner with a different setup, you know, style of a thing. But it just seems like if you don't have that one setup, then, you know, you're just not going to have the chance to win that thing. You know?
Well, in the open setup deal, yeah, in a big setup, we could all go racing, but it, you know, it's part of it. You just gotta roll the punches and do what you can do, and still have fun in the sim. You know, I mean, I'm not talking about the leagues. I just hate that it's in the open, in the officials and all that stuff, right? It used to be, you know, work on your stuff and you know, the best man won, but it's become they've made it into a gang fest now. It's a gang of how many guys you can get together, and you know, 200-300 guys in different teams sometimes, or no, maybe not that many, 100. But Road to Pro team, some of them have 100 people on there, and they're all working on something. And it gets crazy out there, man. It's not just racing like we used to do.
It's just, well, the competitiveness has gone up so much. I mean, and especially with now the way the iRacing is, especially on how difficult it is to pass out there, the aero dependencies that these cars have, you know, all of this is coming into play. And then these guys finding the setup and, you know, makes things even more difficult out there.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to pay. How much are we into this? I'm into this for about $3,000 total over time with the rig and the, you know, 3 screens and the wheel and the game and all the stuff we pay for, and then, you know, you're paying an extra how much for setup chops at the end to win. It's kind of silly.
It is, but that's what competition has come to. It really has.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's not just on who can drive, but it does have that. You have to have the ability to drive the car to its maximum potential, you know, with that setup. But, you know, at the same time, having that abundance of talent and not having that perfect setup, you know, where you feel the hindrance. And I definitely understand.
Even Road to Pro now, Chris, you can't just get in on skill anymore. You have to be picked. You got to be a streamer. You got to be, you know, somebody popular that one of the cup teams picks. You can't be a 50-year-old dude that's sitting in his basement that got in there on skill anymore. It's changing quick, and I think they're losing customers because of it.
Ah, that's it. Well, I mean, that is disconcerting. It really is. It really is. But I mean, I'd be happy. I'd be happy to go get a piece of that rope to pro. I got a nice setup and everything, man. I got you. You know. But you're right. You got to be picked. You got to know somebody. And
maybe we'll do it the next season, man. We'll do Road to Pro, and put together a little team and have some fun.
Well, I know next year we got a lot of things going on next year. So, and I plan on being one of those guys who's going to have the cream of the creme and making sure that our team is up there on top. So, very excited
That'll be fun.
What we got going on for next year. So we'll get him, Carol. Don't worry about it, dude. We'll get him.
There you go.
We will get him.
Well, I hope the broadcast was fun for the fans there. It's a fuel mileage race and all that stuff, but I don't know what happened. I didn't see too many cars out in the track there at the end. That was a pretty slick track, so I figure a whole bunch of them wrecked. I don't know what happened.
Actually, yeah, it just seems like guys were kind of dropping out as their tires failed and their strategies failed, and they at the end there was nothing to gain. It seems so. Yeah, there was a lot of cars that just seemed like they hung it up,
packed it in. Boy,
hung it up and gave it up. But hey, that's how it goes, you know. But Tom made a good example. He got his car back out there on track and picked himself up a good 4 or 5 spots. So I mean, yeah,
race, man. It's
got to finish the race.
A lot of wheeling that thing tonight. It was a slick track.
It looked like it, and you guys were up to 120 degrees in that temperature tonight. So.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That makes sense.
It was. Yeah, I can imagine why it was pretty greasy out there. And we've seen a lot of wheel being used, especially out of 4, and guys were kicking them cars loose on exit. So.
Yeah, I was making adjustments throughout that whole race as I went, fooling around with it, trying to get grip in it, and got it as good as I could. I don't know if those guys were a little slower. I don't know what they were dealing with. That must have been tough. But yeah, probably guys hitting the wall, spinning out, and no cautions. I'm sure.
There was
what a test tonight, man.
What's that?
What a test out there tonight with that wheeling that car. That was that was hard to pass, hard to get on the throttle, hard to get it to turn, hard to get it over the bumps without spinning the tires. It was a mess out there, but that's what makes it fun.
Yep. Got to get up on top of that wheel, and you guys did tonight. You guys did. We had a few cautions, no big deal, and a lot of the cars were able to again run out their full race program. So that was really cool to see.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see the most for you drivers. I want to see you guys have that ability to run that green flag run, to see exactly where you stand. It's hard for you guys to know where you stand at when you're caution after caution after caution, never getting that long flag green run and showcasing your talents.
Yeah, it just takes patience out there, man. Those guys, some of them are not patient. They're the guys that don't finish every week. And they learn a little patience, and if you're fast, you get there. If you're not, you won't. And, there was some good racing out there, Tron. When we were restarts and stuff for the first 15 or 20 laps, there was some racing out there. But, these guys got to learn some patience, and they'll get through it. They learn eventually, or they don't, and they quit. I mean, it's lots of guys have been doing this a long time, and, there's things you got to learn out there. You got to learn what line you're running. You got to learn a lot of stuff about, how to save your equipment, how to do strategy, how to get in and out of your pit box, how to do green flag pit stops, how to keep your car underneath you for a full run. There's a lot to learn about this, and some guys are new and they're learning.
Yeah, and again, that's what the challenge is too. And I do want to appreciate your last green flag stop. You almost smacked the crap out of that wall. You brought that Joker in so hot, bro.
That thing busted loose on me. The tires were giving up, and I started to spin it out, and I thought, well, I'm gonna use this to get to pit road, and we got there, but it was ugly. That was a little experience there, saying, well, if I'm gonna loop it, I'm gonna loop it down pit road and not cause a caution. But that wasn't. I was gonna pit the next lap, and she fired. It hit a bump. It hit something. And it broke real loose, and I was all over the wheel, and I thought, well, I think I can make pit road through the slide, so I'm going to fire down there and see what happens. We just barely made that one. I was a little airy. I may have had a little pee running down my leg. There's a lot going on there, Tron.
Oh, I bet. Oh, I honestly bet. And that was smart thinking, too, because the way that we watched that and the way that you slid that car around and brought in there, dude, your pit entry, I know you gained some time there. You had to have.
I don't know if I gained time, but I didn't wreck it.
Okay, well, you damn sure didn't lose any time out of that, because that thing was flying in there, dude. I mean, compared to where everybody else was checking up and slowing up, you were just, you came in hot, bro. Real hot.
Awesome. It helps to try and bring it in hot to try and catch Dylan too. He's way out there, and you gotta take risks sometimes, and that was a big risk. Well, May had a poop falling on my legs there. May had some lumpy pants, Tron. That was that's about it.
Sticky situation, but worth it, because you got yourself a good finish, and you're
cheap entertainment for you.
What's that?
And fans. Cheap entertainment for you and fans, sir.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody likes it cost effective, okay? Yeah.
There you go.
Well, my bad, dude. Yeah, you did great out there. You really did. You put on one heck of a show. We definitely utilized you for a lot of action out there tonight. So, man, great job for you tonight, getting that P2. You're there. We just gotta get you. Get you a little bit better car, I think, right?
That car hooked up, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
I just want to take a chance here to thank all the sponsors, everybody that runs this league, all the guys that help Tom out. USAFirearms.com. I got to thank Brian Zimmerman. I got to thank Tanner Marr. Got to thank all you guys that put this on. And we're looking for some more drivers in the next season. And anyone out there looking to run a good league, this is a really good league. It's really well run. A lot of new guys coming in next year to make it a little bigger, make it a little better. And we're looking for clean drivers out there that don't want to be pushing the limits in traffic and killing people and causing 50 cautions. We want to put on a good broadcast. We want to put on a good league. We want to put on a good show for the people out there that spend their time to watch. And all you guys out there that are good drivers, that are solid, that are seasoned, that want to come in and give these guys a go. It's open. You can contact Tom Freitas. You can contact Tanner Marr. You can contact Tron. You can contact me. Anybody on iRacing out there. So bring your setups and let's go, boys.
Front Row Esports iRacing Facebook. Okay? So just remember that. Front Row Esports iRacing Facebook. Send us a message. We'll get back to you. Get you signed up. Get you in for next year. It's going to be one heck of a program next year. We're going to have it's going to be a blast. It really is. And so far, this Front Row's been running for 7 years in I now. I mean, we have been around for a long minute. We definitely know what the heck we're doing around here, and man, these boys are showing it tonight. Really good job. Really good job. Carol?
Yes, sir.
Heck of a good run, though, bro. Seriously. And congratulations to you on that P2. And man, we'll let you go on and get on out of here. But thanks again for, all the kind words you always say, and everything you do for this league. You know, just in showcase, and of course, just your demeanor and candor in the match.
I appreciate it, man. I'm here because they're good folks, and I want to support them. And you know, they're guys doing it the right way, and you guys are all trying to do it the right way. So, you know, you got to respect that, and thank you guys all for the hard work.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Congratulations to you once again on that P2.
Thanks, sir.
You got it. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Carroll getting that P2 and another podium for his run here in Front Row Esports 2025 series. All right, let's go ahead and get Mr. Bubbles here, who got himself into the podium this evening. Love to talk to this guy and see what he's been up to and how. Give me 1 moment as I switch them around. Un momento, por favor. Here we go. All right, Mr. Hunter Lagunas, you got Chris behind us here in the booth. Bubbles, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
My man, dude, what a run for you tonight. I didn't see that coming for your car tonight, dude. You kind of sneak out of nowhere with your strategy at the end, and you had yourself a good car. You started in the back of the pack, I think, right?
Yes, sir. I hit the wall both laps in qualifying. So,
oh, no.
I wasn't able to post a time, but Chris Carroll spent like all week running laps and stuff, built a freaking pretty good setup, so I have to give him that. He worked hard on that setup, and it was pretty good. Kind of worked my way up through the field a few times, and was able to get there in the end. I made the right strategy call. Or me and Carroll both had different strategies, but we were right there on top of each other at the end. So, funny how that works.
Yeah. No, I mean you did. You know, so you picked your two-stop in final stage, and you know was able to get. That was crazy because I was really taken back by all the differences of strategies that were being thrown down.
Oh yeah. Banks. I was trying to do what Banks did and run it out, but with like 6 laps to go in my tank, I blew it right front and I had it come in. So I lost a few seconds there, but still enough to keep me in the podium. And besides that, I wasn't really complaining. I had a pretty good night all night. Ran through the grass on the bottom once, but we were able to save that, and we were able to keep it going.
Well, you stayed up on that wheel tonight, and again brought you home into that P3. You're looking good in points too, so you're definitely going to be there. You continue this pace, you're going to be there for the playoffs. The round of 16 and on from there. Pretty stoked about that.
Oh yes, sir, absolutely. I would say try to win the championship, right? But I'll just be happy to stay competitive and stay clean throughout the championship, even if I don't win it. You know what I mean? Just as long as I put on a good show.
Yeah, you definitely doing all of that, my man. You really are, dude. And just to watch your racecraft grow and grow through the years. But I mean, you're always up here now. It seems like you were always in that top 5. You're in that podium. You're winning races. You've got some great talent behind that wheel, dude. And you're continuing to grow. You're not leveling off. You're not plateauing. You are continuing to grow with your talent and your car control. And we've seen that there tonight. You're definitely you had to come through the back of the pack along with Carroll. Same thing, fighting through traffic. How was that, by the way? How was traffic and the car handling?
Well, I had like I said, a really good car. Traffic wasn't too bad. It was more of just not burning your tires off getting through there. Just saving the tire and letting the field come to me without pushing the car too hard or overburning up my right front or anything. So only thing you really had to watch out for were guys spinning out on the exit of turn 2 and turn 4. just making sure that you gave him enough room. Besides that, I didn't have a problem really getting up to the field.
Nice. Yeah, you seem pretty smooth. I mean, all of a sudden you're up there 15 positions up, man, and continuing to move forward. So, you said you always got a fast program, and you showed it again once again tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You got it, man. Well, so let's get some shout-outs real quick before we get you out of here, and get these fans on their way.
I want to thank you for broadcasting. Tom for putting up this league. He's doing a lot. Got to thank him. Huge shout-out to him. Tanner, Zim, everyone over there at Bowtie. Chris Carroll.
Yep.
Best teacher out there. Best. I mean, he made a freaking badass setup this week, and got to thank him. But besides that, yeah.
Well,
great race.
congratulations. What's that, bud?
I said, besides that, great race.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I'm so stoked we didn't have a caution fest and all of that like we did last couple of weeks. So my fingers were crossed for a good race tonight. And you guys delivered. So congratulations to you once again on that P3 and some more awesome points earned for the 2025 season.
No, absolutely.
Until next week, hopefully we'll see you again.
Oh yeah, let's hope.
You got it, my man. Again, great run, and congratulations to you once again.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great night.
You too. All right, Mr. Hunter Lagunas in the 27 machine, getting that P3. Yeah, I mean, you see the talent in the front row, and he's definitely up there. Definitely on par when it comes to being some of the fastest in the league. 1 second here as I twist this back around. Eventually, there we go. All right, so that about concludes our program this evening. As we're just get this thing all finished up, but I can't even find those stupid buttons anymore. All right, so Dylan Banks, of course, your race winner. Chris Carroll second, and Bubbles, aka Hunter Lagunas, rounds out your top 3. So get a great race for the boys tonight. Thank you everybody for showing up and checking out tonight's race. Hit that like and subscribe. Really do appreciate all the support. Hope we earned it. We try to work real hard to get that support. So, man, thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Of course, got to thank Moza Racing, Trek Racer, W Energy Drink, Raptor Race Graphics, and of course, we got Starlink bringing this all to you from the stars. So, thank you so much, Starlink, and of course, the awesome picture. But everyone, we're out of here. We will see you next week. We got some road coursing ahead of us next week, so be ready, be prepared. It's game on. So until next time, we out. See you soon.